legendary, even in hell.
What's up, you magnificent maniacs and miscreants, and welcome to another tangentially terrific Tuesday thing we do. I am, of course, DeathMetalHero, and with me, as always, is my homie, my friend, Mr. Jason Bascom. What's going on, man?
Not much was going on. Apparently, OBS deleted my scene from my art table. I don't know why, so I got to add it back in. Kind of weird.
Yay, OBS.
Kind of weird. But yeah, no. Look at this. It is. That. It's a Reese's egg. Reese's egg.
Yeah. It's a loose conglomeration of chemicals that vaguely resemble peanut butter and something that might be chocolate.
Yeah, exactly. And these are the best because the chocolate to peanut butter ratio so perfect. Like you can't go wrong. So yeah. I highly advise. Fully unofficially sponsored by Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Eggs. Get yours today at your local grocery store.
Yeah,
stay strong, stay healthy.
If I could get some good peanut butter and some like actual dark chocolate. Well, no, see that's the thing. Those things. I mean, yeah, there's the list of chemicals that are masquerading as food ingredients.
Exactly, and they're all made of chemicals. So that's why you should intake it because then you'll get made of more chemicals.
Right. I would just prefer to have real dark chocolate and peanut butter, like chunky peanut butter, because those things, dude, I can't eat that shit anymore. It's too sweet. Like it literally makes me feel sick after I eat that stuff.
Yeah, that's how you know it's working.
Oh God, no. See, every time I want like, oh yeah, I want to eat a Reese's cup, and then I'll eat it every now and then, and I'm like, yeah, that's why I don't eat these. Ooh.
Yeah, because it's adding. See, you just gotta let your body acclimate to the goodness and the wholesomeness that is the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup egg.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Pretty good too.
I used to like the Cadbury cream eggs too, but I mean, one, they changed the recipe and they're no longer any good, and two, again, too sweet. I can't do it. It's entirely too much sugar. I feel like I'm going into diabetic shock just sitting there.
Yes. That's how you know it's working, my friend.
No, I like my feet and my toes. Like I like my feet attached to my legs. And I like my fingers where they're at.
No, so why do you want them now?
Yeah, but I want to keep them until I don't need them anymore. Shit.
Potato.
Okay. Yeah.
No, but I did get a few books in the mail.
Yeah, I got some books as well. But you want to go first? What you got to show? I'll grab my stack while you're showing off what you brought.
So I picked up. I know I had the original run when I first came out of Arachnus, and I did have it, and I know I have issue 2 in my inventory, so I don't know why I don't have the rest of them. I couldn't find them, so I went ahead and I picked them up because he is doing the Kickstarter. So I want to get the. I got to get the second mini and stuff like that too. So I picked up the first original mini, all 4 issues.
Is that Mike Wolfer doing that?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe his name. Yeah, it's Mike Wolfer. Yeah.
Mike's a cool dude. I like Mike.
He was on it with Omer Glitch and all them cats on a stream with
Wolfer was? That's great, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
So,
I interviewed him at San Diego Comic-Con way back in the day.
Nice.
Yeah, when he was doing, God, what was it that he was doing? Was it Streets of Glory? I think he had done with Garth Ennis for Avatar Press. Anyway, yeah, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. I've backed a couple of his Kickstarters over the years. But
nice.
speaking, oh wait, yeah. I was going to say we should say hi to the chat, but first, let me show you the stuff that I got.
See what you got.
Let's see. So I got, of course, had to pick up the Batman Hush number 2. I got the J. Scott Campbell cover though,
nice.
Just because Campbell is awesome, and I got the blank sketch cover because Batman sketch covers are always good.
I ordered a blank one also, yeah. But
I just happened to be lucky. There was one left in the shop.
Yeah.
But I also got these cool little things right here.
Ooh.
These are black and white. Dude, they're made on newsprint. They literally smell like old comics. It's crazy. Like they legit smell like old comics. But they're 100% black and white.
Are they zines?
No, they're little ash cans for the second issue of this little miniseries. Yeah, check it out. See?
Wow.
Full black and white. You know,
that's awesome.
and you know what's surprising is like the ink wash stuff that Jim is doing in some of these panels. It's actually coming across really well on the ink wash. I mean, look how clean all that is. I'm honestly surprised. Yeah.
How much you want for one of them?
Oh, dude, the shop guy gave me 2 of them for free. I'll send you one, man. If you want one, I'll send you one, homie.
I want one, but I will compensate in some manner.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. But yeah, I'll make sure you
get
one.
Definitely want one. That's dope, dude. That's cool. Yeah.
Right? I hadn't seen the. I mean, you don't see those really ever, so I thought that was pretty cool. Also got the next 2 issues of Rocket Fellers, which is a really good series coming out from Ghost Machine.
Oh yeah.
Francis Manipool is doing just some phenomenal work on this book, man. I love his line work. He's got such energy and flow to the pages that he draws. But yeah, really fun story too. Tomasi is doing a good job with this one. It's fun.
Dude, Ghost Machine's putting out dope work.
They really are, man. They're putting out some really fun stuff. And then magazine size stuff. This is from God, what is the publisher of this one? I don't even remember. Alien Books. Juan Jimenez. I want to say this is the guy that did the Meta Barons. But anyway, it's very, very heavy metal, very European album type book, man. I really, really dig the shit out of the inside of this book.
Oh wow, yeah, that's dope.
Right. I mean, this looks like something you would have found in heavy metal back in like the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the same guy that did Meta Barons. Anyway, I saw this on the shelf and I got lucky because it was the last one. I mean, look at that shit. Look at it. Look.
Wow, that's cool.
Isn't that cool? And I think it's all watercolor as well. But anyway, this is called Black Star, and it's being put out by Alien Books. Haven't gotten the chance to read it yet, but it's pretty cool. And then the last thing that I got, which I think you'll appreciate, is The Art of John Byrne.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, this was in the comic shop. I saw it on the wall. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's got to come home with me. So, yeah, just a bunch of black and white artwork from John Byrne on the inside. It's just if you like it, it's phenomenal. Byrne is awesome. So yeah, and then one last thing that came in the mail, and I showed this off on the Happy Hour Hangout earlier today.
Ooh, nice.
But this is upside down. Okay. This is my my new banner.
Yeah.
Technically, it's a flag, but I added a couple more grommets to it, and now it is a banner that will hang above my my backdrop when I go to conventions.
Don't you already have a banner made though? I thought you already had one.
I have a pop-up banner which will go beside my backdrop. The backdrop that I have is going to be is just plain black, and that's where I hang my prints from, so people can see them. And then this it will be up at the top. It's a 10 by 10 backdrop, so that people will be able to spot my logo from across the room. Hopefully, that's the idea anyway.
I was like the like you said, the pull-up banners.
Make a good cape too.
Well, yeah, the pull-up banners are good, like when you're in Artist Alley and stuff. But something like that, like you said, it makes you stand out more because it's above it, and people will be able to spot you from a mile away. Yeah.
Well, both the conventions that I'm currently booked for, Heroes Con and Hoosier Con, I'm going to be at booths, like 10 by 10 booths.
Well, either
so, yeah. So it'll work out. It'll work out okay. But let's go ahead and say hi to the chat. You guys have stuck with us for this first 10 minutes, listening to us talk and show stuff off.
Yeah.
What's up, Paul dear? He says, "Hail, good to see you, man. Welcome."
Luke's heart. Welcome.
What's up, Maromi? Welcome. Billy, ahoy.
Hey, Billy.
What's going on, Billy? Good to see you, man. Got a Mr. Mike McMahon in the house. Woot, woot. What's up, playa? How you doing, homie? Good to see you, brother. Edwin, what's going on, Buzz? Good to see you, homie. Mr. Omen, Screaming Raven. Ladies and gentlemen, hail. We'll hail right back to you, Screaming Raven. Good to see you, sir.
Screamers.
Got Mr. Omer Glitch in the chat. What's up, bro?
Wow.
Welcome. I'll show off my stack. What you got, Luke 2025? That's right. Yep. Just on a roll, misquoting stuff all day today. You guys should go back and check out the Happy Hour Hangout, see all the misquotes. Well, technically they're not misquotes, they're real quotes, but they're taken way out of context from the Happy Hour Hangout.
According to Pale Rider, aren't we at war with England?
Well, I mean, Pale Rider's at war with a certain part of England.
That's what I'm saying. So
by the name of Hen.
The way I see it, one part equals the whole. So, as far as I know, we are now officially at siege. We're taking siege of England. It's ours to keep.
So first we declare independence, and now we're going back to take the whole thing.
The whole thing. It's ours.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, we declared independence from them.
Right.
So we wanted away from them, but now we're going to take back what is rightfully ours. So.
Okay. Screaming Raven says, got some sweet loot there, Jason. I got a couple of copies of Exo Manowar Unconquered earlier and a couple boxes and such to get my layer in order. Right on, man. It can be a lot of fun going through your books and getting them sorted and setting them up so you can find everything. I had a good start on that. I am way behind, but that's
I would have to.
I'll get back to it.
I would have to take like my boxes out either into the living room or to like the garage or storage shed in order to do all that, because I started doing it like you did, but it's too cluttered, and plus it got to be too chaotic, and it takes me longer. So I definitely would need help. But it's just like even going through just like okay, well now I'm doing Batman and going through everything, you're like, it's just so crazy.
It takes a very long time. Now, once you get them into the database and you just regularly update, it's a lot easier. But getting them there,
the database thing is fine. It's going through them and trying to put them in like A's, B's, C's, and like actually physically.
The alphanumeric, yes.
I started to do it. I think I ended at like in the D's. I think I ended in the D's.
I had them kind of sorted out by company, character company, and then the smaller publishers. Obviously, it's just all the publishers, but the bigger stuff that I have a lot of, like Marvel stuff, obviously divided up by character.
It's a good way to do it.
Then alphanumeric.
Mine are all just so intermingled that it would take forever.
Well, my independents are all like in a box, with each other, and I've got them separated by in alphanumeric for, the different independents from like, Avatar Press and Albatross to, like Zap Comics and shit like that.
So you're free.
Basically, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yep. Old Dirty Fatty says that comic was fueled by aspartame. Well, there you go.
That's right. Get it today. Keeps you young, keeps you fresh, keeps you healthy.
Tank Ferret, what's up, man? He says, what's up? What's poppin', party people? Pop-a-loppin' and popping and locking.
Thanks for putting out some dope stuff too.
Now that's a fine banner. Well, thank you. I think it'll do just fine for me. And yeah, I actually got that from my Printful website. I ordered that directly from my website, so I might make flags available on my website later on.
Nice.
Yeah, make a good cape too. Yes, with the grommets in there, it definitely could. I'm actually really glad that I got the grommet punch thing. I've wanted one for a long time, and I just never got one, and now I really needed one, so I went ahead and just found one on Amazon, and it worked great. And same with like the snap button things. Sometimes the best way to fix something is just put a little snap button on it or something like that. And so I got a bunch of those too, and a little
grommet maker thing.
Wrench. Yeah. Let's see. Scrolling. Let's see. Hey, I see it when you all talk about things as icing on the cake. Here's to talk away. Yes, we do. Icing on the cake. Sure. Comics are icing on the cake.
Good.
Hello, Faraj, says
Jeez.
Angela Carre.
Angela.
What's up, Angela?
Angela, we want people to watch Comics and Conversations. If you're the co-host and you're wildly racist in chats, it's not going to help.
Have you met the internet?
Terrible. Yeah, but at least pretend like you're not racist, like Inkspot does on streams.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that is an absolute misquote, old dirty fatty, and I will thank you to not put words in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Luke's, yeah.
You misspelled the despise.
You should hear him backstage.
Hate.
Raves about it. It's the only thing he talks about. He talks about more than I do. Crazy.
Don't listen to his aspartame-addled brain.
Says the aspartame drinker. Mm-hmm.
Man, I haven't touched any aspartame in years. At least not on purpose, anyway.
This is the internet. Everything everybody says is a lie.
Yeah, well.
So then was that a lie?
Let's see. What's up, K-Pop? She says, sorting is a pain. Yeah, it certainly can be, especially if you got a lot of books and not a lot of space to sort them in. Having a long table so you can do stacks is always helpful.
That, and to be fair, I was doing it when I had my rotator cuff surgery, so my arm was in a sling. And I'm in pain, and I'm trying to... Yeah, not the best time to do it. But
probably don't want to try to pick up even a short box.
Oh, I was doing the long boxes, but I didn't pick them up with my one arm. I just used my other arm and like my knee and stuff, and I would guide them. And I'd have to have my nephew, stack them.
Right.
Up. But yeah, I could get him down okay. It was a little scary sometimes. I was like, oh, this is gonna fall.
I can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you almost feel like you want to build furniture out of all the fucking boxes you have, but then you realize that you can't put pressure on those boxes because there's stuff inside.
There's stuff inside. Well,
yeah.
The thing was, like, I was in that sling, and after a while, like, you're not as much in pain, but you're bored. Like, you can only watch so many shows.
Right.
Like, I've been wanting to sort my books. I'm going to be out of work for 6 months. I might as well do that now, and so that's what I started doing. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and there's something to be said about being able to find the shit that you have. I mean, one of the most frustrating things I find for myself is, I know I've got something and it would be really fucking helpful right now, but I can't find the damn thing.
Yeah, I still can't find half the stuff that I did. As far as I know, I got everything in that app. Because I check marked all the boxes at the end. Whenever I finished one, I put a check mark on the front of it. So that way I know that one's done. They all have check marks, but I could have been an idiot and I did that one, and I didn't do it. So, like I said, I know I had all the Arachnus comics. I only found issue 2. Like, there's certain books I know that I had them. Now, granted, I did sell some like 30 years ago, 20 years ago. I sold quite a couple long boxes. So maybe that's where they went. I don't know, but.
See, again, this is why it would be nice to have a clear idea of what I have, what I don't have, what I have doubles of, what I could easily get rid of, what I holy shit, I still have that, and I could take to the comic shop. Make sure it ends up with somebody that's actually going to appreciate it, because I guarantee there's a bunch of shit in here that I don't really need.
Oh, dude, I could probably get rid of a good 70% of my collection because I don't read them ever again. I'm more or less hoarding them at this point. So,
yeah, I don't know. I love being a collector, but honestly, I don't want to be a hoarder. And if I have books that don't mean anything to me that I could, get to somebody else, or they could get to somebody that would actually appreciate them, it'll fill out their collection and whatnot, I think that's better, and that gives me the opportunity to get something else that'll actually enhance my collection.
But I get to that point and I'm like, yeah, I don't really need this. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's kind of cool though.
That's the collector's mindset coming in, Yeah, maybe, So yeah, no, I get that.
I do have dupes of stuff that I could there's so many Uncanny X-Men dupes that I have that I could easily just sell them $5 for 15 comics, put them on eBay and just get rid of them or something. But
right, and I mean those have a tendency to sell though. Right. People really always want to pick up the X-Men books. It seems.
Well, that's an example.
And for good reason, because they're damn good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. I'm sure large swath of my stuff is, just 90s comics that they printed a bunch of those fucking things. Like, Spider-Man and X-Men and all the really popular shit in the 90s. They printed hundreds of fucking thousands of those books.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the chances that those books themselves are going to be worth anything, slim to none. We had people come into the shop all the time trying to bring their 20 year old collections of Spider-Man, and it's like, okay, yeah, they're 20 years old, but they printed so many of these. Like, we've literally got 5 of this one right over here in the 50-cent bin. So
yeah. And on the rare occasion, you maybe had like 1 or 2 in the whole set that was maybe worth something because of the first key appearance or something like that. But
yes, and that's usually what it was.
And that's usually that's what shops buy it for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they'll spend the money for that. They'll buy out your whole crap collection, put them in the dollar bins, and you get that key out of there. So,
that is correct.
Yeah.
Vanessa used to do that all the time.
Yeah. Well, like I could easily. Because, like I said, I think Shelby did it, where I don't think he didn't sell his whole collection, but he started selling off books and just getting the omnibuses. Because, like you said, they printed so many of those things. There's no point in having all that clutter in your place whenever, a generic comic is, 1 through 22 is worth less than cover price now, and you can get an omnibus for it for $10. So
yeah, that's really what it boils down to.
Yeah.
I mean, I love single issues too, but
I do too.
They take up a lot of fucking space. A lot of fucking space.
I'm gonna have to get a storage shed soon because it's just getting pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start divesting myself of a bunch of crap before I start doing that.
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to put out the extra money for a storage unit. I've seen too many people lose stuff in storage units, and it's just you paying a bunch of money to hold on to your stuff. So.
Yeah, that's the thing is the cost. I really don't feel like paying like $70 a month for something else. Like, it's just I'm trying to save money.
We all are, man.
I cut things out of my budget, like stop subscriptions and stuff from places.
Oh yeah,
to save money, and now I'm going to go get a storage shed. Yeah, no.
Okay. Yeah. Angela says she pictures Jason like a one-armed T-Rex. When you were moving the comic boxes and your shoulder was lame. Box furniture, says Old Dirty Fatty. Tank Ferris says, I'm racist. I discriminate against chocolate and peanut butter made with industrial chemicals. Yeah.
That's why you're never allowed on our streams, Tank.
He was on here the last time I hosted.
I don't know what you're talking about. The past is irrelevant. The future is now.
Oh, let's see. Smokey the Concat, bring them to a school or library or kids hospital. And he says he gives books out on Halloween. Well, there you go. That's a good thing to do.
Smokey,
little candy, little comics. That's a good idea.
I love you. That's kind of you. You're very. I am a deplorable human being, and I want money, so I will just sell them. Well, I have no heart. I have no heart.
Admitting it's, I guess, the first step to recovery, or I don't know, something like that. All we're saying is give chocolate and peanut butter a chance.
Mm-hmm.
But good chocolate and good peanut butter.
Like Reese's peanut butter cups, eggs. Yeah.
No.
The best.
Screaming Raven says, when able to, I either get duplicates of books or pick them up when I can for others to either help them out in their collections or share, inspire, and interest in them. There you go. That's good stuff, man. I really appreciate the Poison Elves books that you sent to me, man. Thank you.
It was easier to do stuff like that though back in the day because they were a lot cheaper. Nowadays, you get duped of your poll, and your poll is $30. You're gonna pay $60 for getting 2 to hit it. It adds up pretty quick. So
yes. What's up, Henry Bemis? Welcome. Thank you for coming to join us. And we got some person in the chat. What's up, some person? How goes? Henry says, I'm lucky that I have a little cottage on my property, roughly the size of a small studio apartment, and it's basically my collection room. Well, there you go, man. That's rad. As long as it's all secure and temperature controlled and all that stuff, that's great, man. That's ideal.
We need to kick out all the tiny humans from here, and they can put my comics in another room.
There you go. Boot out the tiny humans.
He's 16. He should have a job in his own place by now. Come on.
Yes, 100%.
Ridiculous.
Lazy kids. God damn it.
I mean.
Ray Haylock, what's up, brother? Hello again, panel. You're forgiven, though, because Jason is blind. I'm not, though. So, there it is. Yep. So I really have no excuse. I just miss shit because...
See, it's because you got to intake more aspartame, more Reese's peanut butter chocolates, get that vision going.
I gotta get on Jason's level, clearly.
You gotta think at a higher level like I do. You're down here, you got to be up. See how I'm off camera? Because you don't know how high I'm going there. So...
So gotta think with a calcified pineal gland. Gotcha.
You gotta think like you've taken 15 hits of acid and you're in an interdimensional plane conversing with aliens.
Yeah. Okay. So this show, after we start having people join us. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Some person says, you know what's good? Bananas with peanut butter. Yeah.
See,
I guess. I mean, I don't really eat bananas, but yeah.
That's my whole thing. I like bananas. I like peanut butter. But if you put them together, you taste banana.
Banana is an overpowering flavor.
Very overpowering. So, like, I'll sometimes we have Smoothie King. Some people have Jamba Juice and stuff like that. I'll get a peanut butter smoothie. They always put no banana, because that's all I taste of is banana. So, yeah,
it's saying something when a flavor overpowers peanut butter.
Yeah,
that is impressive.
Yes.
Old Dirty Fatty says, I identify as a hospitalized child. Give me your comics.
All right. Expect 20-something long boxes coming your way.
What's up, Noah? He says, yeah, kick that 16-year-old out. I mean, from the mouths of babes, right?
I mean, he's like, 6 months older than my youngest nephew? So
that's what I hear. Put more peanut butter on it then.
Huh? No, it just still overpowers it. I'm telling you, I want to taste peanut butter smoothies, not banana peanut butter-ish smoothies. Wow.
Rats eat everything, and look how many there are, says Old Dirty Fatty.
They're highly intelligent creatures.
Yeah, they're actually very intelligent. They also breed at a rapacious pace.
Out the roof. So, I mean, come on, they're doing something right.
Yeah, they also get poisoned real easily. So, bananas overpower everything, says Henry Bemis. It doesn't matter how much vanilla or chocolate you put in that smoothie. That is correct.
Beams is right.
Billy apparently has a cat named Banana.
Yes.
So we got a cat named Kit Kat with Shelby, and Billy has
a cat named
Banana. Are you just always hungry? Do you have the munchies when you name your cats?
He names his animals after food. I don't know.
I mean, Shelby, a lot of people do that.
I think the daughter named Kit Kat. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
that
actually makes sense.
My cat's name was Tracy. So.
Noah says, I just had peanut butter with a banana a few days ago. I tasted the peanut butter just fine. Skill issue, Jason.
Well, Noah's a freak in nature. So.
Or maybe he just put a lot more peanut butter on there. Maybe it was a small banana. Who knows? You know, there's ratios.
Or maybe that's a sexual euphemism for gayness.
What?
Banana.
Oh, sorry. I was reading the comment here. I wasn't really paying attention. I can taste both the peanut butter and banana. Maybe that's my superpower. Apparently, some person is on the same wavelength as Noah here. Luke missed my comment saying that Jason would outlive us all. Yes, I did.
Angela,
I also don't believe.
Comment.
Oh, plot twist. Jason outlives us all. There you go. Okay.
I hope not. Actually, I have a lower lifespan just because of the chronic kidney disease. So, it is what it is.
Noah's a freak of nature. Jason Bascom, 2025. That is an accurate quote.
Nope. And I'm a genetic freak, so me calling somebody else a freak of nature, you got to be pretty messed up.
Well, there we go. Billy says one cat is banana and his sister is lemon.
That's what I said.
So, fruit.
I thought it was lemon pie, but...
Yeah, I was about to say, didn't you say lemon cake or something like that?
They're all delicious.
I mean, sure.
I like those lemon squares. You know those lemon squares people make?
Oh, the little flat things with like the
Yeah, like your
yellow on
grandma
top.
used to make them out of the thing. Yeah, like this, like you're talking about diabetes. Like, I mean, you get a quarter of an inch of one of those squares and you're instantly in a coma. They're so good. We get that powdered sugar on top of them. Oh, they're delicious. Yeah. I don't eat, like people. We don't make those all that often at all. I only get them whenever like somebody might have them at work and I can't resist temptations. But oh, pardon me. It is funny how every time I'm like, oh yeah, I better bring some eggs and cheese to work, and I do, and then somebody's like, hey Jason, here, have a donut. I'm like, the whole purpose of these things is to not eat the other things, and now you're forcing me to eat the other things.
I mean, that sounds like Murphy's Law of Office.
And I'm a nice guy. I'm not going to be like, oh, we have a cupcake. I'm not going to eat it. So I just eat the cupcake. And there you go. Dude, if I didn't work there, my diet would be like almost immaculate. So yeah, it's the ever such temptation. You walk up to the front and there are always like pastries and stuff that they order for that. Like, man, you guys stop it. I'm usually pretty good about those. But when somebody offers it to me, I don't want to be rude.
Well, I mean, all you have to do is say no, thank you. It's not like you're super rude by saying nah. Rude. It's not like you're smacking it out of their hands saying nah, I don't want that shit.
Country and not eating the caterpillar. You gotta eat the caterpillar. You're gonna insult them.
What?
Just eat the caterpillar.
But no.
Why do you want to insult them in their house, in their hut that they built with their own hands and mud and twigs?
What? Why the fuck you want to eat a caterpillar? What the hell's wrong with you?
Because you're in another country. And you're at their dinner table. Are you going to refuse their food like a rude person? No, you're going to eat it. You're going to respect their house, respect who they are, and respect the offerings that they give you thusly.
Jason is right. Their full names are Banana Bread and Lemon Pie. Oh, well, there you go.
See? Yeah, take your aspartame and suck it. See? Always right.
Ray Haylock says one of us has to survive to push the occasional coffee table in front of Jason. Because he can't see. Mm-hmm.
You don't even have to push it. I'm going to naturally walk into it. It's just going to happen.
There you go.
Yeah. It is kind of funny. I like throw things into like trash bins and they'll land perfectly fine and stuff like that, but I'll walk right into a pillar. I don't get it.
Henry says, maybe I'll name my next cat Tuna Melt because I had one for dinner. I mean, I'm sure there are stranger things that people have named their cats.
Yeah. Like I said, I like to name my animals after like real human names.
Yeah.
It's more confusing to people.
Right.
I just had to pick up Joe's poop. I'm like, what?
No one eats. Are they all yellow? The cats. Oh, okay. No one eats a brown or a brown banana or a black lemon. Got it.
Well, if you have a brown banana, you just make banana bread.
Right. I mean, that's what you usually do with lemons with fucking bananas that are past their prime. You make banana bread out of them.
Make banana bread.
Some person says you could call Jason Quadro because he has 4 kidneys. Or Cyclops.
Well, I do have 2 eyeballs, though.
Yes, you do.
So, I mean, it doesn't matter if one doesn't work. Well, it kind of works a little bit.
Henry says, joke's on you, Ray. Jason has adamantium shins.
Adamantium what? Shins.
I
wish.
Right? Bust up that furniture every time you bash your shins into something.
I don't have to worry about it. Dude, I bruise my knees all the time because I'm banging it in like the end of my bed because my comics are right there. Twist and boom, just bang my knee. And my knees are constantly bruised from sucking. So no, wait a minute. No. Not that. I knew where the chat was going to go with that, so I just went there.
Old Dirty Fatty says, new cat name, Stranger Things. Yeah? I mean, might be the oddest thing I've heard a cat named, but Angela Curry says my niece's cat was named Miss Kitty.
Original?
It's an unusual cat name, you know.
I've never heard it before. I've never heard anybody naming their cat, kitty, or dog.
Right. The Squish Show. What's up, Squish? All hail Internal Lord Aspartame.
See? Dude, come on. If the Squish knows and he approves, it's got to be right. It's got to be correct. He's never lied to me.
Billy says, why aren't Wolverine's teeth adamantium? Because they hadn't invented grills yet. Apparently, Screaming Raven was wondering that earlier, why Wolverine's teeth. I mean, I've always wondered that as well. His entire skeleton's covered in, metal, but his teeth aren't. His teeth are just normal.
It's a good question.
You know, I mean, I realize it's a different type of bone, but still.
Maybe that's why the molecular structure
too porous, maybe.
Yeah, at the atomic level isn't right. So, what if he had osteoporosis? Then would he have fused skeletal bones?
I don't know.
Factor, but that's beside the point.
Right. Henry Bemis says Wolverine has an adamantium coccyx. Yeah. If all of his bones are adamantium, then yes, I suppose he would.
Yeah. I don't know. I could have. Well, the thing is also though, the bone claws are stupid because way back before in that Marvel thing, that Marvel Compendium book where they broke down the characters, his claws were not bone. Like they were like adamantium they put into his body. So
right.
Yeah, that's why even whenever they showed it, like, oh, he always had bone claws, like that doesn't make any sense. How are those rounded nubby things squished as flat as what those razor blades are? I was like, it's just it's not right.
Yeah. You know, and the funny thing about like the whole tearing the adamantium out of Wolverine, that was that idea was presented as like a joke at a creator summit, and then editorial's like, no, let's do that, and Larry Hama and company were like, what?
But okay, not a terrible. Like it might be a joke, but it's like, well, why doesn't Magneto just do that? Like he could easily rip it off of his bones. So it's like it does make sense for that to maybe happen.
Mm-hmm.
But to him lose his nose over it and get bone claws all of a sudden doesn't make any sense.
No, it didn't. Some person says he'd still lose his teeth. They're not directly connected to the bone of the jaw, just the flesh. Oh, well, there you go. Maybe that's why.
Yeah. Yes.
Billy says they should have a hero with bear teeth, and they can call him, wait for it, Bear Grylls. That's a good one.
Don't send the link out. Don't send the link out. Don't do it.
Too late.
Oh.
What's up, Broken Compass Entertainment? Good to see you, man.
Broken Compass.
Thanks for coming to hang out. Old Dirty Fatty says, I lived with a Doctor Who fan that named the dog K9. Nice dog, but farted every time he stood on two legs.
What kind of dog was it?
Interesting. Was it a German Shepherd?
Or a bulldog? Bulldog. Well, they can't stand on their hind legs, probably.
No, not really.
They're very gassy, from what I hear.
It can be, I suppose. But yeah, no. It's interesting. I mean, the name K9 makes me think of like a German Shepherd type dog. Like
I would think it'd be. That's a good movie. You ever see the movie K9?
No.
With Jim Belushi.
No, can't say I've ever seen it.
The cop, and he's like one of them, like, oh, I bust up everything. I'm a road cop kind of guy, and
right.
It's the rules, but he's out trying to find somebody, and he has to get a canine unit to help. And he gets this dog named Jerry Lee, and chaos ensues. It's a fun movie. So Canine.
Cool.
It's a good movie.
I'll have to look it up. Old Dirty Fatty says it was a beagle. Well, there you go.
Beagle.
Citizen Ronan, what's up, man? He says pugs are fart machines. Didn't realize that.
Don't their eyeballs also fall out?
I mean, I know a lot of them, due to the breeding of them, they have squished faces and breathing problems and shit like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure their eyeballs also pop out sometimes. You gotta like pop them back in.
Jesus.
From what I
Sounds
heard.
horrible.
Yeah.
Billy says K9 came out in the Turner and Hooch era.
Yeah, see?
Cops with Dogs movies. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Turner and Hooch was another good one too.
Yeah, Turner and Hooch is a funny fucking movie. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen. Didn't they do a couple of those?
Well, yeah, like you said, they did K9, Turner and Hooch, and then there was like a few.
Well, no, I mean like Turner and Hooch. Like, didn't they do 2 of those?
Yes, there was another Turner and Hooch movie, I believe, but I don't think it had. No, because Tom Hanks didn't do a sequel.
Okay, I just remember like I thought I remembered a sequel where you know. Oh,
you know what I mean?
Well, I could have sworn that they did a sequel, like, and the dog had puppies or something like that, and they had to take care of the puppies or something. I don't know. No, the dog got shot in the first movie, I know, but he recovered. And then I thought in the second movie he had, like,
there's a TV
family.
series apparently.
Oh, okay, maybe that's what I saw.
That might be it. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like there was just a TV series.
Apparently, English bulldogs can't mate without human help. He had a friend who bred them, and they need little step stools.
I've seen Van Wilder.
Movie's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, movie's great.
The movie's fucking great. By the way, if you have a spare dog, send it my way also.
Oh, you can take ours. My mom would appreciate it.
Thinking of Beethoven. Yeah, probably. That was around. That was a little later, but it was around the same time.
Well, they also had like
Beethoven's second. Yeah.
Air Bud. What was that movie where it's like a slice of life movie? And Kevin Bacon in it. Some kid has a dog, and he grows up with the dog, and they go on like little adventures. The dog doesn't talk, but can't remember the name of that one. There's a lot of dog movies that came out back then.
Oh yeah, it was a popular genre for a while. And it kind of just faded away. I think the whole Marley and Me thing kind of put a coffin nail in that whole genre. Yeah, I've never seen it, but Feline has told me about that movie, and she's like, no, I was not prepared for how sad that movie was, and yeah, I've just never felt like putting myself through that. To be honest with you,
my niece watched a movie. I think it's called A Dog's Life. Or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that one's really sad, too.
Yeah, it's like you constantly get to see the dog die. It's like, that's great. Like, all right, way to go.
I mean, we had All Dogs Go to Heaven back in the day.
All Dogs Go to Heaven was so good.
What's up, Billy?
I just got an email from, that was 3 paragraphs of this sad letter saying, thank you for taking care of my son in his last days. Blessed be upon you and Lord's and his prayers for doing all this. Everybody from this side of the family really appreciates you. And it just went on for 3 paragraphs. And then the last one was, he has a cryptocurrency account balance of this. Just click on this link and here's the password and whatever to it.
April Fools.
Did you click the link?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I mean, my Nigerian prince friend that's my accountant said it's definitely be clicking on that link.
Yeah,
it's totally legit. You're gonna be rich, man.
I mean, that's definitely a new angle I haven't seen yet.
Right.
Try to click a link.
Always take that
say somebody died. Thank them for all of their help and that person that passed away's last moments, and that family appreciates all that you've done and honoring their memory. And by the way, click on this link.
Right.
For some cryptocurrency.
Well, I mean, think about the psychology behind it. We're gonna boost your ego. Even if you didn't do anything, we're gonna make you feel like you did something good.
Oh, yeah.
And we're gonna stroke your ego, and then we're going to give you an opportunity to be rich. And hey, I'm feeling good about myself, and I have an opportunity to get a bunch of money for free. Sure,
once in a lifetime opportunity. It could change my life.
What's up, Michael?
Hey, how's it going?
Doing all right, man. Doing all right.
All right.
Broken Compass says these Nigerian prince emails have evolved. Yes, they have. They've gotten more subterfuge. Yep.
I like that word.
Let's see. Subterfuge. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Subterfuge.
It's,
Let's see.
Subterfuge.
Some person says all dog movies. Spoilers: the dog dies.
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
we need a dog and cop movie where the dog has to make the decision to put the cop down.
Yeah. Turn the genre really on its ear. Come on.
Totally, man.
Wouldn't that be Dog Man?
Dog.
Yes. There you go.
The dog.
The very grown up sequel to Dog Man, where they have to cut down the human.
Or from old Liquid Television, Dog Boy.
Yeah. Evolved? Nah, the Nigerian prince emails are still a royal pain. Oh.
It's a Billy. Yeah, it's a Billy. That's a Billy joke.
Let's see. James says, let me ask a real question here when it comes to my girl. If the big scene when the kid is dead that he can't see without his glasses, why isn't he wearing his glasses on the poster? Look it up.
What?
Oh, the movie My Girl.
Okay.
If the big scene when the kid is dead is that he can't see without his glasses, Macaulay Culkin's character.
Yeah.
Why isn't he wearing his... I don't know, because people wouldn't recognize Macaulay Culkin with glasses on? I don't fucking know, man.
That's right. He's not wearing
Sometimes
glasses.
movie posters do some really fucking strange shit.
Yep.
True.
What's up, J-Bot?
What up, homies?
Welcome.
What's up?
Y'all into me.
If there's a pet in a horror movie, I ask if the animal dies. If so, I won't see it, says Angela Curry.
Mm.
Angela, I got some sad news for you. Everything dies.
Can't handle that. I can't handle that.
Billy is an idea man, says Citizen Ronan. Indeed.
Sure.
His character suffers from Clark Kent disease, says Screaming Raven.
I need a thing.
I saw a meme
too one time.
the other day that had Batman putting on some glasses, looking at Superman. He's like, "Do you recognize me now?" And then like Superman like saying "fuck off" or something like that. That's kind of funny.
Shut up, Bruce. Yeah. Henry Bemis says movie posters from Ghana are the strangest and best movie posters. Yeah, they are. They are some off the wall bizarre
Ghana?
shit. That's
Like
for
the
sure.
country?
From Ghana. Yes, the country Ghana. Look up the movie posters that people have been paid to do, in Ghana.
Is that
Okay.
where gonorrhea comes from?
Are you getting it?
Honestly, I don't know.
Don't go there.
Or do you not? Maybe you should. I mean, apparently everybody's getting something.
No, man.
James says if you bury Culkin in the pet cemetery, can he see without his glasses?
Was he?
That's
Wait,
a
was
good
Macaulay
question.
Culkin
Asking
in
the
Pet
real
Sematary?
questions here. No, Macaulay Culkin was in My Girl.
My Girl. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the kid that got
murked
stung
by
a million
bees.
times. Yep.
Yeah.
Got stung a million times and died of anaphylactic shock.
It happens,
He was in a horror movie called The Good Son.
Yo, dude,
Yeah.
that was a good movie.
Piece of shit. Yeah.
Wait,
Never seen it.
What's the? Oh, I'm probably thinking of the wrong movie. Wasn't he in one with Frodo?
Yeah, that was it. The Good Son.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was a good movie.
Frodo.
With Frodo.
Would that be Elijah Wood?
Yeah, wasn't he in a Frodo movie?
Angela Curry says Ghana movie posters are the best. The guy is still taking commissions. Well, there you go. Yeah, there's some crazy shit that he's been paid to paint for those movie posters. That's
Bing,
for
bang,
sure.
boom.
Bing bang.
Hockey says, I said to Billy I was free all day yesterday to hang out. Guess who avoided me all yesterday?
Jason?
No, I was in the pit.
Yep.
Oh.
Some person says Soviet era movie posters were pretty good too. Super artsy. Angela Curry says the cat didn't die in Aliens, Jason.
True.
It probably did about 15 years later, though.
Yeah.
As
In
if they-
Alien 3.
Wait, didn't it die in Aliens 3?
Yeah,
It
see?
did.
But everything does.
It did.
Squish says he's watching the Return of the King extended cut right now.
Nice.
There you go.
I watched those over the holiday season. This last holiday season, I mean. It's nice.
Broken Compass. James says Aliens 3 proved that everyone died except Ripley. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've watched all of the Lord of the Rings movies. Like a long while.
Oh,
Like
yeah, they're good movies.
years.
I actually put them on whenever I was going through my comics and sorting them and stuff. You do the extended cut. Definitely takes up that time.
Yep.
James is apparently saying, "Damn you, Billy," or something.
Nice.
Apparently, there's an echo in here. It's like there's an echo in here. I don't know.
Is there?
Are we just
I'm
catching up
wearing
to the conversation? Is that what we're doing?
I'm wearing headphones.
I'm wearing headphones too.
Same.
I'm wearing headphones.
I don't know what kind of
too.
vibe you guys are putting out there because I get Nigerian princess emails. Well, there you go.
Oh wow, nice.
They're changing up their tactics with you.
Somebody's bragging.
Just saying, I don't get none of that silly Nigerian prince email shit.
Right?
That's a whole new world. Yep. Yep.
Yep. All right, show's over, everybody.
Yep.
Show's over.
Not everybody.
Party's over. He doesn't even have a license, Lisa.
This party's over.
Yeah, I got nothing.
It's all right. I mean, we're all drawing now. Well, I'm technically flatting, but
Billy's not drawing. Billy's coloring.
Yeah, I'm coloring.
all right. Well, we're all doing something artistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see.
Can't get
What's
rid
up, Stippling Vaughn?
What?
Don't look at any of us for the echo. We're not on the show. I think he was just talking about echoing comments. Squish says, I've helped out several Nigerian princesses. Princes. I don't know. They're good dudes, but they have terrible financial systems there for some reason. He's helped out several Nigerian princes. They're good dudes, but they have terrible financial systems over there for some reason. By the way, happy April Fools, says Old Dirty Fatty. Well, happy April Fools to you.
I've
Odie.
always hated April Fools. Always hated it.
April Fools.
Yeah.
The animals.
I mean, it's just a day that you know you can't believe shit.
Yeah, and that's why
shit.
I hate it. It's like,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and it was really fun when the internet was young. 'Cause then you didn't know whether it was real or not, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, but
You're
that's
like,
the reason why we
yeah.
learn to not believe the internet.
True, but I mean, it was fun. Like the things that you know companies would come up with in the early internet days. Like World of Warcraft had some really great like April Fool's jokes that would just send their community like in a fucking total tizzy and shit, you know.
Well, that's cool. I mean, that kind of stuff I could see being really, really fun. You know, making it fun for the the people, the community.
Like they would say like a new class
into
is coming out that would be all like ridiculous. And I remember like one year they said like now you're gonna be able to order pizzas and or Panda Express from a Pandaren like in game and it will get delivered to your house. And they had no idea what like the DoorDash like era that would be coming years later. But like I remember
That's
just
funny.
people getting all up in arms. They're just like, oh, well, you can't have ordering food inside a video game. This is like ruining the integrity of World of Warcraft, And like people would tell them, like, dude, look at today's date, man. It's it's all good.
Yeah.
not all good. Stupid. Stupid day.
Taken in by more than a couple of the pranks on that day, have we, Jason?
Not really. I just think it's stupid. nobody, you can't believe what anybody says. So it's like that's then you don't
I
fall
don't
for
believe
any of
what
it.
anybody says, anyways.
So,
Yeah, you're all liars.
Damn, ODF. He says, huh, so that's why my mom said she loves me. Ouch.
So about this show, I'm like, I guess Billy isn't really my friend then. He's like, yeah, I'm your friend, Jason. Yeah, sure.
We're besties.
Besties,
Hey, what's up, Morb? Morb says, howdy, y'all. Mercenary Guild #1 is now live on Fund My Comic. Yes, it is.
Nice.
And it is on, it's still in demand on Indiegogo. But I think Brian said that there's a black and white variant cover for the variant cover on the campaign. I think it's this piece that is the variant cover for the Fund My Comic campaign. So this is going to be the variant cover for that campaign.
That's sweet.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Yeah. So if you want to go check that out, Mercenary Guild on Fund My Comic. I'll have to get the link for that and post it. And I believe we're also going to be putting the book out on Kickstarter at some point. So be on the lookout for that as well.
Sweet.
Be on the lookout.
Thanks, man. I'm happy with the way that one turned out.
Sweet.
Wizard Magazine announcement for the Roger Corman FF movie being released as a 4-disc Blu-ray set. What? Wizard Magazine doesn't even exist anymore.
Maybe it was Warlock.
I was going to say Warlock!
Right. But what? The Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie, what are they going to put all the raw footage on the Blu-rays? How the hell can they fit up 4 discs? I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
All that bonus material, yo.
Channel I used to follow, cause fascinating horror. Does a funny April Fool's every year. This year they did it based on Twister. Cool.
The movie Twister?
Don't even get me started on April Fool's. I ordered a couple and they're behind in shipping, and I won't receive them for another 3 months.
What aren't you receiving?
April Fools, I guess.
For you.
Wow. Okay. Good one, I guess.
Some Spitballs.
Fund My Comic. Yeah, I suppose, in Bizarro World. Let's see. That was their April Fool's Day. Oh, gotcha. Yep. I mean, the whole thing about an April Fool's Day joke has got to be believable, so people actually, believe it.
Yeah.
And then the rug pull or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's any thought put into some of these April Fool's Day pranks.
Well,
it's just like, this unbelievable thing that you probably aren't going to believe anyway.
Well, we also live in an age of hyper cynicism, so that even things that are 100% true, like the Earth being like a sphere, people don't believe. So it's hard
It's
hard to pull off a April Fool's joke when that's going on.
Is that an April Fool's joke? The Earth is a sphere? Is that
It's actually like a donut.
I knew
File it under D.
Is that why people are always?
It's like an eggshell within an eggshell within an eggshell.
Is that why people are always offering me donuts at work?
Wait,
Yes.
this bitch is round?
Yeah, I think actually that shape is called a toroid. Yeah.
Yeah. Do believe you are correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's cool.
And all the tectonic plates,
Toroidal.
are basically like the frosting and sprinkle on top of the toroid. Sprinkles.
So we're living on the sprinkles. Got it.
Yeah.
Who's watching TV?
I was about to say somebody watching somebody very vociferously talking about
What?
something.
What word was that? That's not a word. You made that up.
No,
That's
really
probably
didn't.
my TV in the next room.
Okay.
This is a professional show.
Oh yeah, totally professional operation here.
I mean, you don't see hockey, do you?
Mostly because hockey probably doesn't want to hang out with us.
True.
He was available yesterday, not today. So
True.
Huh. Is it true?
True.
Girl,
Perhaps.
you know it's true. Girl, you know it's true.
no. No.
That's the song.
What's up, Matt LaRock?
Good
to see you, man. Let's see. Morb says we never landed on the moon. The moon is definitely a strange place. I would like to know why it rings like a bell when struck, and why it sounds hollow.
It's because when you ring a bell, that means it's cheese time. Time for cheese.
So the moon is made.
I mean, I watched Wallace and Gromit.
Didn't land on the moon. The moon landed on
The
us.
moon was made out of cheese.
Right. Yeah. It was one of the last Wallace and Gromit movies I saw at the drive-in. Actually, no, Curse of the Were-Rabbit was the last one that I saw at the drive-in. Before they got rid of the drive-in. No more drive-ins.
There's a new Wallace and Gromit movie that came out on Netflix like semi-recently.
Yeah.
And I know because I saw like the behind-the-scenes making of it, and they're still totally like using all the traditional methods that they've been using since the beginning, you know. It's really cool to see that.
Oh, that's cool. I thought they had gone to doing digital, you know, kind of like they did the sequel to Chicken Run. Like that was all digital, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, but I mean that's because the studio burned down.
Yeah.
I think they've since recovered from that. And they've wanted Wallace and Gromit, because then there was the other one, Flushed Away, that was also mostly digital.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that Aardman?
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't realize Flushed Away was almost all digital as well.
Yeah. And I know for Chicken Run too, like because in the behind the scenes I saw for the Wallace and Gromit thingy, they were addressing Chicken Run, that they said that, you know, because that was their first feature film that they had ever done. And there was just so many things that they wanted to do that they weren't able to do at the time. And the only way to do them was like digital compositing, like especially having characters like jumping and anything that like involved like midair stuff. Like they couldn't just have everything like hanging from fishing lines and like, you know, moving it through there. So like they had the armature still holding them, and they had to digitally composite out like the armature that was like holding them up and stuff.
Right. I mean, that's how I feel digital should be used. I always feel like traditional effects with a little bit of a digital polish to, you know, iron out some like seams and stuff like that is the best of both worlds, because you get the stuff that's actually filmed on film and it looks good years down the road, and you've just got these little touch-ups that kind of, you know, round out the whole experience, rather than, wow, that's totally CGI, and 5 years down the road it looks like absolute ass.
I mean, I think George Lucas proved with the prequels that like CGI was never going to get any better, and that's why most of those movies were just all like digital, right?
I mean, I guess those movies had their own issues.
Oh man, I had such good memories of going to see Phantom Menace at the theater.
Oh yeah, I remember going to see it as well. It was the fucking thing. It was the fucking hype,
dude. I mean that pod racing scene is just.
Oh jeez, you and your pod racing.
I was thinking more along the lines of Darth Maul should have been the villain throughout the entire trilogy. You know, the main villain, but you know. if the pod racing really spoke to you, then the pod racing really spoke to you. That's fine.
Pod racing was rad. Pod racing.
Wizard.
So stupid.
Billy waits for the line and says it with him. Now this is pod racing.
Yeah. It's so wizard, Danny. You have your own pod racer.
Wizard.
Didn't they have a bunch of people camping out to watch it, if I remember correctly?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Like days ahead of time to make sure that they could. I mean, they had people camping out to get the tickets.
Dude, even in my little town of 9,000, there was a double loop around the entire block to like see that movie.
Yeah. It was an event.
It was an event.
A terrible event.
I thought it was in a theater. Hey.
That's the joke.
Oy. Let's see.
There you go.
There you
You
go.
knew what this was.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Phantom Menace came out in '99, right? Same year that the Matrix came out.
I think so.
Am I remembering that correctly?
Was it? Yeah, I think so.
Because I remember that summer, went to the movies a lot.
Yeah, it came out late '99.
Okay. Yeah. I still say Darth Maul should have been the main villain for that that trilogy.
Why
they fucked up.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Christopher Lee, and he's got gravitas, but he should have, they should have used him as like a, I don't know, kind of like a more noble Palpatine type figure. Let people think that he was like the big bad Sith Lord. I mean, we knew that it was going to be Palpatine. Obviously, there's no getting around that. But structure it so well. Maybe this is the Sith Lord we're looking for here, and then reveal. I don't know. I just really feel like they could have done more with Darth Maul in the prequel trilogy. I guess he got his due in the Clone Wars TV series.
True.
I don't think the creators expected him to be as big of a hit as he was.
Really? I mean, come on. They set out to make like a new Darth Vader type character, and they totally captured a look.
Well, I mean, but say, even from his from just like you said, but even from his introduction, he was always playing second fiddle to whatever master Jedi or master Sith that was telling him what to do.
Right. But I mean, that's he would then be taking on the Darth Vader role.
Even though I love Ray Parks in every single role that he's ever done, maybe they realized that he wouldn't be able to carry that character as with acting chops.
He didn't have pork chops.
I mean, okay. I mean, I can totally see the studio thinking that, but I mean, he's done a lot of stuff. He's.
Yeah, but I mean, he's kind of an action guy. I can't.
Well, yeah, he's a stunt dude.
Yeah, I can't think of a time where I'm just man, his acting as Snake Eyes in the G.I. Joe movie was incredible.
Yeah, well, there wasn't a lot about those G.I. Joe movies that was.
Old Snake Eyes was the best part.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Thank God Ray Parks didn't have to say anything. He could just, do his.
Why didn't he have to say anything?
Do his little flippy flip, stabby stab, flippity flip, stabby stab.
Why didn't he have to say anything?
Because he's a silent protagonist, Jason. You wouldn't understand that. Maybe if you
wouldn't understand.
Snake Eyes doesn't talk?
Yeah, maybe if you'd understand this if you'd done a silent comic at some point. And so until you do.
No, I did something, but it had sound effects in it.
I know, lame.
Matt LaRock says, I think it's just one guy doing Wallace and Gromit. No, it's a whole studio, man. There's a whole studio of people that have been doing those Wallace and Gromit movies for a long time.
I think only ever the very first one was just one guy because it was his student project, and then after that, like he always had a team.
Let's see. Darth Maul was supposed to be the main villain if memory serves, but there was a last minute changes, unless mistaken. I mean, he had the look for it, so I feel like they should have rolled with him as the main villain, like the main, Sith, the new Darth Vader, as it were. What's up, Hockey?
Hey, how are you going today? Hello, Jason. Right. Hello to you, J-Bot. Hello to you, Rushmore. William.
Hello.
Adam.
Who's William? Who's Adam?
Greetings.
Who are these people?
Who are these people?
I have no idea. In here. Right? Smokey the Concat says, wasn't Padme a pedo? She met Annie at what, 10? The next movie they get married? What the fuck? Yeah, I never really understood.
When he was 10.
Right? No, I know, but I never really understood why they went with such a young kid for, I mean, like maybe do like 13, 14.
Well, I think she was young. I mean, she was underage too. It's not like she was a grown woman.
I know, but she looks so significantly older than Jake Lloyd. So I mean, there's a disconnect there.
Yeah. Unless they want to do some young kid, so kids could like young boys could identify like.
I mean the prequel, the prequel series were actually George Lucas did say they were more geared towards kids than the original. But I mean the original trilogy did just fine with kids. I mean those Kenner fucking Star Wars figures are still, like, to this day, some holy grail collections for certain people.
God, they suck as action figures though.
Oh, they're terrible.
Yeah, they do.
They're so poorly made, but I mean, they were not widely available at first. And that's all they had, I
actually got a phone call from my sister last night where she's like, "Hey, do you remember what those little guys in Star Wars were called that wore the little hoods and they spoke gibberish?" I was just like, yes.
She's like, also, hey, I have a crypto account.
Yeah. Everybody be on the lookout for them goddamn crypto accounts now. It's the new shit.
That's how Shelby's Instagram got hacked. Not because he clicked on the crypto link. Like somehow, I know it had something to do with crypto, like a crypto scam thing. So, yeah, that's.
I think he clicked on it and didn't realize that he probably clicked on it. He clicked on it.
He's a clicker.
He's a clicked thing.
He just doesn't want to admit it.
He's a clicker.
It's like, thank you. I'm glad that I was there for them in their time of need before they passed away. Let me collect up on this crypto wallet that I deserve.
Old Dirty Fatty says having Lee, who has actually killed people, play a menacing character works. Absolutely, Christopher Lee was amazing. He had gravitas. It's just I feel like they kind of wasted him and his gravitas with Dooku. Dooku didn't really fucking do anything, and I'm sorry, he just wasn't all that menacing when
he died. He did that.
Yeah, I'm talking about in the course of the movie. But,
I mean, what do kids love more than trade disputes?
Trade dispute and old
people. Yeah, that whole thing kind of goes against what Lucas says about, we're making this one more for the kids. Really? You gonna put all this boring shit in there for the kids then? Okay, cool.
I was in my 20s and I still didn't even know what a viceroy was. I'm like, what the fuck is a viceroy?
But me's a like the first one.
Oh. Jesus.
I don't have
Dooku is an unfortunate name too. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. What's up, Iron Oxide? Welcome. How you doing, man?
It's my favorite kind of oxide.
As oxides go, it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty good oxide.
Yes, I believe Billy was talking about Jawas.
Jawas, yeah.
No,
that's exactly what my sister was. I don't know why she was looking for that.
Tink tink. Tink 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 tink.
I would say my Jawa
I love
figures
that fucking
and my
movie.
Chewbacca figure were probably the ones that got the most play for me as a kid.
Yeah.
I like those two figures got. Even after I really got into G.I. Joe and I realized how bad the figures were, like compared to G.I. Joe figures, like Jawas, and Chewbacca still made it into some playtime there.
The only 70s Star Wars figure that I have, I was given by one of my older cousins, and it's a Chewbacca figure. So that's how I know that they were very poorly made figures.
We had a bunch of them. They're all gone now.
Well, it was weird because they had some cool things, but like the Jawas, like how they had an actual cloth little cloak and hoodie, to go over the plastic part. Like that was cool, like the Jedis actually having their lightsaber like built into their hand so that you could, slide it out and stuff. Like that was cool, It was the plastic type and the articulation that was really a bummer.
Yes.
That is correct.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you guys have heard the story, but I mean, they didn't even have any figures ready for the launch of the movie because no toy company wanted to take a chance on it. They all thought it was going to be a bomb, so nobody picked up the license. And then Kenner's like, "Yeah, sure, why not? What we're going to do is we're going to release this card that says, hey, you can buy this now, and when the figures are finally released, long after Christmas, you will get them sent to you."
Huh.
Yep. So kids were opening up like this box, like what looked like a box play set, only to find a card that says, here's an IOU for the action figures that you're going to receive much later.
Oh shit!
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, yep. Because they didn't have anything made. They I think they secured toy licensing with Kenner like 3 weeks, a month before A New Hope was released. So yeah, yep. Funny thing is now, if somebody still has that paper, that cardboard cutout thing, and it's in any kind of good condition, that shit's probably worth more than some of the fucking figures that came out afterwards.
I liked all the bounty hunters, like Bosk and IG-88.
Yeah, they were the coolest.
Oh yeah.
Like characters that had 0 lines and like fucking 2 minutes of screen time. Like,
right.
It's like there's a werewolf in the fucking cantina.
Yeah.
You're like, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, they actually used to have aliens in their Star Wars cantina where, all kinds of aliens can meet and converse. It's weird. It's almost like it was a galaxy a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away where there's all kinds of other creatures aside from humans.
I always thought the bad guys always looked cooler in Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Some like the Cobra figures.
Oh yeah.
Like with the G.I. Joe, the Cobra guys. Like I probably had majority like the Techno Viper and the Alley Viper and like all those guys were all cool as shit.
Yeah, the Bat too.
Yeah.
Cobra Eel.
Night
Yeah.
Viper.
Anything
and
that was water based, I wanted like all the water characters.
Yeah, there's one Cobra G.I. Joe figure that was like a very loud, like fractal pattern of orange and blue, and he came with like a fucking orange and blue shield.
Yeah, it's Alley Viper.
Oh, that's Alley Viper.
Yeah,
okay,
Alley Viper.
yeah, I had no idea. I thought he was cool looking, but he was just easily the fucking loudest goddamn figure I had. Holy
What
shit!
the camouflage is this fucking for?
I mean, you have to go fucking hide in a goddamn head shop to be able to fucking camouflage with him.
That's where you go and hide in the ball pit and shit.
Right.
Copperhead and the water moccasin. That was a cool set.
I mean, it didn't hurt that they had cool names for the fucking Cobra figures too.
Take a chance on me, and you change your mind, and I'm still free. Take a chance on me.
What?
Take a chance.
Why are you singing ABBA?
What
Isn't
is
that ABBA?
happening?
Why not?
Mamma mia.
Oh God.
Is that the name of the band? Mamma Mia?
Oh Jesus.
Where?
It's not Easter yet. He's not back.
Yeah. Vampire Jesus isn't here yet.
He hasn't risen from the dead yet.
Great zombie Jesus.
Vampire Jesus, drinking your blood.
All kinds of new songs here on TOPicLESS this evening.
Now that song's in my head, Hockey. I hate you.
Why do you hate him?
I am
Apple's
glad that I don't know the song.
Good.
Oh,
Blame Luke.
Blame
Luke.
me. I don't even fucking know any ABBA.
Yeah,
Blame
you're
the
the one
guy
who said
named
take a
Death
chance.
Metal Hero. Oh, because he said take a chance. Now
Yeah,
I
the
can
one who
stuck
said
with
take a
ABBA in my
chance.
head.
Yep. Take a chance. Take a chance.
Yep.
Take a chance.
Yep.
Blame Luke.
Some person says Lucas is opening that museum in California. It's going to be awesome. It's
What
called
if
the
I say-
Museum of Narrative Art. He's donating his art collection to it. Well, that's cool.
What if I say cut her throat and whisper that we're going home?
Yeah, I know what's
Are you,
gonna.
are you gonna start
get
singing
that.
something about that?
No. Is that vagina cunt that sings that?
Sure.
That's the best.
I think to believe
I
that's
prefer an
Jimmy,
Epsom salt bath myself.
Jimmy Crack Corn. Jimmy Crack Corn.
Oh, God. Now that you guys are singing, says Screaming Raven, that I might as well ask, has anyone heard anything about Spaceballs 2? Is it actually going to happen?
It's never gonna happen.
I don't know if that's going to happen. They did a animated series back when G4 was a thing, before they shut down the first time. They did, God, what was it? Fucking episode miniseries. That was, I mean, it looked like they were going to, it was pretty funny. You know, it was pretty funny, actually. But it looked like they were going to do more of that, but it just didn't garner the audience I think they were hoping. So they stopped it. Go figure. But yeah, I don't think we're going to see a Spaceballs 2. I don't know that we necessarily need a Spaceballs 2.
It would be funny, but you don't need it.
I don't know
They
who's asking
searched
for
for
it.
more money and didn't find any.
Right? Well, I mean, look at Star Wars now. Like, Star Wars can't even find any fucking money. I don't know. I mean, maybe a parody that actually, you know, goes hard in the paint and, you know, makes fun of the dumb shit that, you know, sci-fi is doing, because that's what Spaceballs was originally. It was, you know, it was making fun of the fucking tropes of sci-fi, and it just used the kind of, you know, shellac of Star Wars in order to get the point across. But they also made fun of like Star Trek and, you know, Battlestar Galactica and other shit like that too. So
Man, we ain't found shit.
yeah. The classic line. I do find it funny that dude was walking with a giant afro pick as well.
Oh yeah.
That shit's fucking hilarious. We ain't found
Kid.
shit.
We can't have fun like that anymore.
We don't have fun here.
Tropes are fun, man.
Storyboard, comics, graphic novels, animation cells, etc. That's cool. So he's donating all of that stuff that he's collected over the years. I imagine he's probably got a fucking hell of a collection.
Who?
George Lucas. He's currently opening a museum to showcase all the artwork he's collected over the years. Netflix has a movie that tells the whole tale about the Star Wars toys. Is that part of the Toys That Made Us? It's a good series. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Tale as old as time.
Stippling Vaughn says, for 1977 Star Wars action figures, only competition was Fisher-Price Adventure People. The Star Wars figures were epic, and we had to have them. Yeah, right place at the right time, right?
Yeah, I had the Death Star playset with the trash compactor and stuff.
Nice. I've only seen pictures of that thing.
Yeah, I mean it was basically just like a set piece of the two towers that Luke jumps in between, that he swings from side to side with Leia,
Right.
with an elevator, and then the elevator went down to a trash compactor, and the trash compactor was filled with a bunch of cool little foam trash pieces and had the trash monster in there. I mean, his playset scope was pretty
cool.
pretty simple, but it was still cool.
Well, that's cool. I mean, back in the 70s, I mean, shit, you know. Imagine you're probably like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. You know?
Oh yeah.
When you're a kid, you don't care. The imagination makes up for the lack of detail.
Again, it turned into a G.I. Joe base like later, so.
Of course. I remember the G.I. Joe figure came out with a snake and a cane. Oh, came with a snake and a cane. You can get $20 a piece for those tiny pieces of plastic. Yeah, because everybody fucking lost them damn things, man. They got chewed up by the dog. They got, chewed on by the hamster. They got stuffed in a couch, fell behind a cushion, and were never seen again.
Never seen again.
I imagine if you cut open the bottom of a lot of couches from the 70s, not only will you find a bunch of coins, but I bet you'll find a bunch of old plastic Star Wars figure pieces too. You know, one of those orange fuzzy couches that like every fucking house in the 70s had.
I heard Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear.
Yep. Singing the Australian cover band Abo.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman?
Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Have you heard of that, Hockey?
No,
The
no,
Australian cover band called ABBA?
no.
Oh, Lord. Screaming Raven says, I actually managed to keep the backing card of the Luke Skywalker Jedi outfit figure bought at Hills many moons ago. Wow. That's awesome, dude. Hold on to it.
Where he was wearing the black Jedi outfit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's funny, they even changed his face mold for that one because it was post Mark Hamill getting in that car accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I think Return of the Jedi is still my favorite, at least the beginning of it. Like the whole infiltration to Jabba's palace and the sand skiff. I like that whole scene. Second half of the movie's okay.
It's like they didn't know what to do.
Well, I mean, yeah. And the Ewoks don't really help.
Speeder bikes were cool though.
Oh yeah, yeah. The scenes where they were speeding through the forest, yeah, those are wicked cool. But I mean, originally that was supposed to be; those were supposed to be Wookiees. It was supposed to be a planet of the Wookiees. It was supposed to be, what is it, Kashyyyk?
Yeah.
Instead of Endor, but they didn't. They didn't have enough, I guess, costumes or something like that, so they switched it. I don't know. There was a reason why they switched it instead of being, Wookiees.
We don't have enough fur to make Wookiee costumes. We'll make Ewoks costumes.
Some person is asking, Hockey, do you know the Gumboots song? I have no idea.
No.
The Disney Star Wars is the Spaceballs sequels. More accurate than not.
That's funny.
Galaxy of multicolored uppers, downers, screamers, laughers. Abba Dabba is an ABBA plus AC/DC cover band.
Dabba.
That's horrible.
That's funny.
Yeah.
ABBA Dabba.
Henry Bemis says,
Well,
why did my
it's a full
parents...
mix. It's ABBA, AC/DC, but then they dress up like as Flintstone characters.
And they call themselves Abba Dabba Do.
ABBA Dabba.
Mm-hmm. Henry Bemis says, why did my parents think it was okay to pair an orange couch with green shag carpet? They weren't even on drugs.
Oh.
I'm beginning to think that the entire decade of the 70s was nothing but drugs. Even in the food, the air, just everything.
Well, it's what's trippy is how like
Wookiees should eat Ewoks, yes.
home decor and fashion actually follows and like works with like the textile industry. It's why like in certain eras like we see a lot of the same like color palettes for stuff, and it's like why you can like buy like a gym bag that's like chartreuse and all of a sudden like also buy a pair of shoes that's the exact same color chartreuse, is because they're sourcing from the same places that are making those fabrics in that color.
I mean, that makes sense. This is what's available, so this is what we're making. We
Right.
want to make this thing, but these are the only textiles that are available, so this is what we're using.
Right. And then
Yeah,
there was a lot of
makes
orange
sense.
and browns and like, pea green and stuff in the 70s for sure.
Right.
Abba, abacadabra.
Good Lord.
Gonna reach out and
I
grab
haven't heard
him.
that in years.
That's okay. Hang out with Hockey, you'll hear it a lot. He'll sing you all the songs you've never heard in years. So they got over there in Australia, where our throwaways.
I think the original's better.
Computer games.
Jeez.
What's that?
What the fuck just happened?
No one knows.
He's having a-
Oh
He's
my
having
god.
a aneurysm.
Okay.
Computer games.
Jeez. Australia's weird.
Yep.
Oh Jesus.
Hockey, do you smell toast?
Space invaders. Space invaders.
I'll take that as a yes.
I ate some toast.
Close enough.
Nice.
Toast.
Just trying to determine whether or not you're having a stroke.
Yeah.
No? Okay. Just checking.
First I know.
As long as you feel, fit as a fiddle, then.
Fit as a fiddle.
Yeah, he's been working.
I
with
have a strike with Jason talks.
What?
Exactly.
Yeah, what?
I didn't say anything. What did I say? I didn't say nothing.
You know what you said.
I can't get that stupid song out of my head.
Good.
What? What did I do?
Wow.
What did I ever do?
Mission accomplished.
I even hung out with you longer last night because I felt pity for you and your traveling, wandering circus that you have going on there.
Oh my god. It's called a menagerie, Jason.
That's what you want to call it.
Menagerie, brood, whatever.
How about that She-Hulk?
How about that She-Hulk?
Oh, really?
Yeah, Daredevil was in it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's now back with his own TV series again that
Yeah.
some people seem to like and other people really seem to hate. So it's about par for the course.
I don't see why anybody would hate it. It's not as good as the other ones, but
Yeah, I mean,
it's a little
probably
slower.
not going to get a story as good as the one you got on Netflix. What's up, Nick of Time? Welcome.
Good time, just in time for a Nick.
Everything can't just be the best all the time. I think that's what gets lost with some people.
Well,
I think.
Billy, you're the best around.
Yeah.
No one's ever
Yeah.
gonna get you.
And sometimes,
Simply the best.
there's so many.
Better than all the
Okay, that's not
rest.
the song I was singing, but sure.
Better than
Than
anyone.
anyone. Love Tina Turner.
You're
Dude,
welcome.
what is happening?
It's
Yeah,
Um,
took the words right out of my mind.
I mean, when I think of the
Took
things
the
that
words right out of my mouth.
you know let me talk, Billy. Shut up, Billy. Let Hockey sing.
when I think about like the things I liked as a kid, like they weren't all like just equally as good as each other. There was like a wide range of good and bad. And I mean, as a lifelong Godzilla fan of like all the Godzilla movies, like I think sometimes people just expect too much.
Yeah, I mean, being a Godzilla fan, you've had your fair. There's been their fair share of awful Godzilla movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're all great.
Looking at you, Godzilla 2000.
Yeah,
I've
they're
been
all,
watching the.
they're all
new-
great.
I've been watching the new Daredevil, and they could have cut out maybe about 2 episodes worth of material, and sped it up a little bit. But he's episode 6. He finally things are picking up.
That's cool.
So watch what 1, 2, and then skip to 6.
1, 2, 3, 5, and 6.
Yeah, so we don't need
Yeah, it's like one of them is just totally irrelevant.
skip 4.
I don't know if it's 4 or 3 that you have to skip, and you don't have to. It's just not. It's just.
I'm gonna skip the fuck out of it.
It's getting skipped, man.
I'm probably just going to skip the whole show.
I started watching James Gunn's Creature Commandos over the weekend. That's a fun show. I'm
I didn't
enjoying
realize
that.
that we're already putting out stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nick of Time says, I rarely rage quit a show or movie because of stupid writing, because I'm very stupid, and if I call it dumb, wow. 3 made me rage quit. Wow. All right.
Okay.
Battle of the Gorgons walloped
Episode
my little
3?
brain as a child, says Old Dirty Fatty.
I don't think
Battle of the
any of
Gorgons
them
sounds like an
then.
awesome flick.
would rage quit, but like
I'm just not even going to bother.
Yeah.
And there's so many other things that I would rather spend my time on.
Now the animation and the writing for Creature Commandos is super fun, and
Oh, it's an animated show. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know
that's a
that.
cartoon.
Yep.
Cartoon.
That's cool.
Inkspot loves cartoon.
yeah, the writing is really good. The animation's top notch. It's a good show.
Good cartoon.
Oh, that's fun.
A decently animated show with a cool story can be pretty fucking fun.
Cartoon.
I gotta finish.
It's got
watching
GI
Creature.
Robot in it, and like in a bunch of scenes, like he's sitting there lamenting about like how it's been 74 years, 28 days, 13 hours, and 16 seconds since he got to kill his last Nazi. And if anybody sees one, please tell him so that he can kill him. It's like, yep, September 3rd, 1943. That was a good day. I killed like 94 Nazis that day.
Nice.
I didn't
You
even
guys
know
ever-
GI Robot was a character. I was just like, I like this guy.
I'm not familiar enough with DC to be able to say yay or nay. I got no fucking clue.
I think
He could be one of their oldest characters, and I would have no fucking
I
idea.
think that when it was a comic book, it was a very like C-list, D-list set of characters as it was. You know,
Sure.
Go lights.
I mean,
it's kind of
the
James
Creature
Gunn's
Commandos were
yeah.
never really top tier. I mean,
Well,
you know,
neither was Guardians of the Galaxy. I think that's why
Yep.
James Gunn likes these like
Yeah.
super low tier characters that he can kind of
You can play with.
for.
well, they can
yeah.
remake them, yeah.
Yeah.
And they tried to do that with a lot of the other characters as well that weren't as well known. Look at the Eternals. The problem is that they didn't have somebody that actually knew what the fuck they were doing with Eternals, and so that turned into a big steaming pile of horse shit.
Yeah.
It's doo-doo, baby.
It's just looked bad.
Yeah.
Like it
did.
looked bad.
Like, who is this for? Old people? Like, what the fuck? How is this? No, nobody looks cool.
It's for old dirty fatties.
I mean, and they, you know, they're like, oh yeah, we're taking it from the Neil Gaiman, you know, Eternals story. Okay, did you jazz it up because that story was a little dry? Just saying.
Just saying.
No, you didn't? Okay, cool. Oh, you made it drier. Yay. Yeah, no, I skipped that whole fucking thing.
Yeah, they'd be like, we're doing Eternals. We're not going to do New Warriors. Fuck no. Why have young superheroes? We're going to do fucking Eternals.
I mean, they when Fox still had the X-Men, they tried to do New Mutants, which, you know, could have been a really cool idea considering they were doing the Demon Bear story and they tried to make it a horror movie, which is apropos. Apparently that movie is not good either.
No, Ilyana was pretty dope in it. But
Yeah,
biased.
that's literally the only part that that people talk about is magic.
Yeah, well, I'm biased. She's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the when she made her cameo in X-Men '97, she was in the costume that you like, Jason.
Ooh, I'll have to watch it.
It's a cartoon. Beware.
I'm not Ink Spots.
I mean,
I actually I like moving comic books.
Yeah, me too.
X-Men '97 was pleasantly surprising. Like it was actually really good. I did not expect it to be any good at all, given Disney's Marvel track record.
Well, just given Marvel's
surprised.
animation track record too, like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, ever since the end of the original series and that the Spider-Man animated series, they really haven't done much of anything worth a damn, have they?
No.
I mean, they did Wolverine and the X-Men, which introduced us all to Steve Blum as Wolverine, and now nobody else can ever play Wolverine, ever. Don't get me wrong, I like Steve Blum's voice. He does a lot of cool characters, but somebody else can take a crack at Wolverine now.
Yeah.
Like everyone's
every now and then, let somebody else take another try.
The Spider-Man show that was on MTV that was all CGI that was voiced by Neil Patrick Harris was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Came out right after the movie.
Right after the movies, yeah.
Yeah. I think that came out before Spider-Man 2, if I remember correctly.
I have it was one of the first things I ever uploaded to my YouTube channel was the blooper reel from that TV show. Still, it's like the highest count of views I've ever gotten on my channel.
Nice.
People like blooper reels, man. They're fun.
They like the bloopers.
They like the bloopity bloop bloop. Beep, bop, bloop.
I don't know. I always used to love when they would the credits would be rolling. They'd have some bloopers rolling, in the background or off to the side.
Yeah.
I always found that shit fun.
Fun. I like fun.
Well, I mean, it makes it look like making a movie is actually fun.
I don't know what that is.
Like all the Jackie Chan bloopers.
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Where am I?
Haha, look at Jackie Chan split his head open and there's an ambulance coming to get him. Oh, look, he jumped and fucking cracked his fucking ankle in 9 places. Holy shit.
Look, he was jumping through this tiny hoop and it smacked him in the face and now his face is bleeding.
He broke his leg jumping through a ladder.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, Jackie.
Oh. Yeah, thinking about some of the fucking stunts he's managed to pull off and like some of the bloopers where he hurt himself. Jesus, man, no.
Brutal.
Never gonna be another Jackie Chan, man.
No.
No.
Oh, you can name somebody, Jack.
Mostly because health insurance. I mean, you could, but I figure we'll never have another Jackie Chan. Mostly because insurance companies have gotten wise by now. They're like, no, we ain't doing this shit.
Oh, he has to come out of Asia again because they don't care about that over there.
Never gonna.
Fair enough.
I can name somebody Jackie Chan again. Oh, Jason, you're funny.
We have fun here.
Too dark. Too dark. Shit. Boo. This one? Okay. So I'm gonna do some there. Where's this set?
So be good. Be good.
Whoa!
Hey, is Rex here? What's happening?
Where is Rex?
Where's Rex? Did you send him the link?
I did, actually. I did send him a link.
Why did you do that?
Because I don't know, because he asked me to. Like, I mean, but he's not here today, so I don't know. Nick of Time wants to know, what are your opinions on Kraven from Spider-Man game about 2-3 years ago? He's usually the best part. I only played Spider-Man 1, but I think Kraven showed up in Spider-Man 2, the most recent one that came out. So I haven't played it, so I have no idea. He looks like Kraven the Hunter. Certainly more than that movie that came out.
I've just never really been a big fan of Kraven.
Kraven's Last Hunt is a really good story, but the only reason why Kraven's Last Hunt is a really good story is because there are years and years of, him harassing Spider-Man, and they've been okay stories. They haven't been great stories, but Kraven's Last Hunt really added a lot of weight to the character that I don't know that we'll see ever again.
Yeah, I was never really a big Kraven fan.
Yeah. He's an interesting character.
His name sounds too much like Craisins.
Those are good. I like Craisins. I think it's a Craisin. It's a cranberry raisin. Oh. Yeah.
It's just these made-up words that Americans.
That's about California raisins. Like, I thought they were the California raisins.
Like capscan or whatever you guys call bell peppers.
What?
Australians don't call bell peppers. They call them
capsicums or
capscan or some shit.
Capsicum.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. That is now something that I know.
Well, you leave them alone on their own island. They do whatever the fuck they want.
Well, I mean, you say the same thing about Japan. So,
by the proper name.
You mean our island?
Speaking of Kraven, am I the only one that thinks the Oded Fair has an unnecessary resemblance to Oded Fair? Has an uncanny resemblance to him? Is that the dude from the Mummy that played like the whatchamacallit, the leader of the ancient sect that was protecting the mummy's tomb or something like that? Now I gotta know.
I don't know.
Search. Yes, it is. That's the guy. He was also in Resident Evil, and he was also in Deuce Bigalow.
Male Gigolo.
Yep. He was the guy he was house sitting for. He totally could have played Kraven in a movie. Like, he definitely, especially when he was younger, totally had to look for it. 100%.
So back in time.
Pardon me.
Shelby's in the chat.
Oh, what's up, Shelby? He says you are a Krazen. Well, there you go.
Boy,
my
crazy.
Comment on Bryan Cranston.
Hi.
It's the texture I like.
Magic made it to the Marvel Rivals game. Oh, there it is. I realized that Bryan Cranston has the most badass voice. Imagine he voiced Batman in a cartoon. He grabs the Joker and says, "Now say my name."
Say my name, say my name.
Jeez, hockey, come on.
No one is around. Say, baby, I love you. Say my name, say my name.
Let the songs flow.
You're acting kind of shady. I'm calling me baby.
I've seen the original Daredevil show on Netflix. I really like it. I have never watched Breaking Bad. I've heard a lot of people say that it's really good, but I've never actually watched it.
Too gangster for me.
Breaking Bad came out right after I was trying to clean up from a drug addiction, so I didn't feel the need to watch it. I was just like, yeah, I think I've already lived this recently. I'm good.
It's one of those things that more people say, you gotta watch the show, the less I want to see it. And if everybody talks about a show, I do not want to watch it. It's like,
so you're little contrarian, are we?
What about
I am. That's why I hate like Metallica. I never got into Metallica. I never got into Nirvana because that's all.
Nirvana's great. Metallica sucks, but
that's all people would fucking talk about. in high school was fucking Metallica and Nirvana like all the fucking time. All these skinny, long-haired white kids. And I was like, no, bro, fucking Ramones, dude.
Ramones are great too. I fucking love the Ramones and Nirvana.
So
Not so much on the Metallica.
I'm a kind of you're right. I'm a contrarian. The more people tell me to do something, the less I want to do it.
Well, I mean, sometimes when people are like, "Oh, you gotta go see this movie. You gotta," and then you see the movie and you're like, "This was not worth all the hype." Like if I had just seen this by myself without the hype, maybe it would have been better. But now it's all hyped up and now it's ruined.
I remember the first time I ever heard Metallica was sitting in the back of someone's car at my very first job, smoking weed for my first time.
Did darkness imprison you?
No, they were actually yelling at me because I wasn't inhaling. They're like, "You're fucking wasting the weed. You gotta inhale it, not just like suck on it and then blow it right back out." And I was like, "Oh, right, okay."
What a noob.
Don't be wasting the weed.
What a maroon.
How dare you?
And then 5 minutes later, I was high as fuck. I was like, "Man, this music's awesome."
No. What's up, Chad?
Man, I'm out of here. You haters. you Metallica haters.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
I think it was right
done it now.
that was being played.
I never wanted to get into Metallica, but I wanted to get into Pantera.
I mean,
Pantera's great.
They're all right. I was really into Sepultura when they came out, but after that, everybody started doing the Cookie Monster voice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was popular at the time, man. You've got the Chuck Schuler, and then you've got Max Cavalera. So I mean, that was the popular thing at the time. And then Chris Barnes doing his Cookie Monster shit for Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah. I mean, there's some Slayer songs that were kind of doing it first. I mean, before.
Oh yeah.
Sepultura.
Well, yeah. I mean, they were looking to Slayer for some of their influence.
Yep.
Well, Screaming Raven says I could see Bryan Cranston playing the Chameleon. Nick of Time says why? Because he's bald. Yeah. Is a lesson for great writing, says Breaking Bad. Okay, cool.
I could see
I'll
Bryan
have to check it
Cranston
out.
playing some type of father figure in a comedy show. That would be really cool.
Yeah,
Very strange. I don't
think
know
he can do
what
it.
you're talking about.
I think he can pull it off,
Shelby says Breaking
he-
Bad is a really good show, but watch it
Range.
first, then watch Better Call Saul, which has way better writing. All right, cool. I will have to check it out.
I will watch the. Thanks, though.
Yeah, I ain't watching nothing Shelby tells me.
I don't want to tell him what you fucking tell him what to do, man.
You can't tell me nothing.
You know what? Why didn't Jim Carrey ever come out with a death metal band? Probably because he was too busy being Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. I also get the feeling that he's kind of super mellowed over time, and doesn't. I don't know that he necessarily listens to that stuff anymore. I mean, maybe he does.
What
but...
would be his metal band name?
He was probably too busy banging Lauren Holly.
Or that, sure.
But now he's also like, none of us are really here. None of this really matters. I don't really exist right now. Say, all right, man, calm the fuck down.
Ferdy was great in Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
I'll get you.
It was really good.
It is good.
Some person says, I noticed there's a Wicked Witch of the West voice in metal. It's hilarious. Yeah, you should hear some of the black metal bands. They fucking crack me up.
Screech.
Uh-huh.
Why does everybody got to be about race?
Yeah, what's up with that, dude?
I don't know. Ask the black metal bands.
Yeah.
Some person says, did you see that video of Bryan Cranston at a steakhouse? I did not. No.
Which one is Bryan Cranston talking, chat?
I mean, everybody loved Bryan Cranston. I mean, he's a good actor.
He was great in that Godzilla movie that he was only in for a couple of minutes before he died.
Yeah, I was about to say, they kind of baited and switched
Bryan
everybody with that
Cranston's dead?
Godzilla movie.
Dead?
Did he die with Mr. Cheese?
Yeah, Godzilla killed him.
Godzilla killed him.
Yeah.
Stepped right on him. Poor
Oh,
bastard.
I thought he sat on him and he went right in his bunghole.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some conflicting reports, so that could be the case.
Pee-pee in my bunghole.
Man, We got some talent in here tonight.
You mean Rectum? Sure did.
Yes. Rectum damn near killed him. Are you playing Zelda?
I'm not playing Zelda, but Zelda is playing.
Oh.
Hey,
Billy
dude,
likes to get this channel canceled.
let's see
Where's
that.
such a poser, Billy? The fuck,
See that Raphael Leonardo fight, dude.
No. When I play random like retro video games on the thing when I can't show the pages I'm working on.
I know. It's so top secret, your work.
Well, I mean, I've just shown so much of the book already. I'm trying to save at least some of the really cool stuff, like so for the people who actually get the book, so they can, you know.
If you go back on every topicless and or video I posted live or Reddit, you can see the entire Frog G2 book.
I'm gonna do it.
Right on.
The entire thing that's so far been drawn on screen.
I'm gonna do it.
Go do it. Give me my watch hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll
take screenshots.
You guys want to see some?
Make my own copy.
Just want to see a page?
Right.
I'll show a page right now.
I mean, that's an awful lot of work, but yeah, go
Like I
make
said,
your
you'll
own
have to-
copy.
You have to give me my watch hours. That's fine.
Here, Luke, you want to make me big really quick? I'll show
Don't
up a page.
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
Yeah, make him big.
In biggin.
Gonna do a show.
Oh, nice.
That's cool. Wow.
That's nice. That's freaking awesome.
Screenshot it. I'm gonna make my own comic.
That's the last scene that I'm having to color for the book.
Nice.
Wow. That's
The,
rad, man.
the opening to the last scene. So it's like
Right.
we're about to go into this like crystal cavern guarded by these like stone guardians, and then yep.
Billy's nearly on single
That's
digits
fucking rad,
of the
man.
coloring too. So let's just say Billy's closer to single digits than he is to triple digits.
What's up, Plagal?
Not much. That page looked great.
Friend.
You like that page?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Me?
It's Dan.
Sweet.
Screaming Raven says, "Oh, I like that." Yeah,
I wasn't sure.
this book's gonna be dope. Screaming Raven.
It's
Goblin
fine.
Girl is going to be fucking dope.
The problem is there's 80 pages, so like everybody's not going to remember every single page you show over the period of time that you've been. I mean, how long has it been?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Bazinga!
I hate to say that out loud, but it's the fact.
13 years? It's been 13 years.
Shelby says, "I would never make my own coffee." Are you really? You would never make your own coffee or comic? I am confused.
He would never make his own comic. I've been doing all the line art for.
Yeah. People have been waiting. Yeah, that's why Retality's late.
I know it's
the truth comes
Goblin Girl's
out.
not quite as late as Black Flag or Ragetality. That's what I like to.
Wow, calling him out.
Pew, 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 pew.
Now
both.
people are gonna
no coffee or comic.
Fucking stepping into the OK Corral over here. Holy shit.
The thing is,
Realize-
now people are going to remember that Ragetality is even a thing. So you just put them on blast.
Didn't realize I was going to be hosting a shootout here.
I love it. That wasn't like that was not a dig. I mean,
It sounded like a dig.
I mean, a little bit.
I do want to say that I am happy that Shelby's going to be working with Fraga again on.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah, I heard that. That's gonna be awesome.
What about
Flag.
Fraga? What's
Yeah.
going on?
Shelby, he's helping Frag out with the inks
that's good.
on Black Flag Pineapple Perception.
good.
Yeah, I'm super happy to hear that.
Yeah,
I was watching him yesterday, and he was talking about how miserable he's making his inker.
Well,
He was doing all kinds of like little tiny things.
We'll finally have some good Shelby Robertson art.
Oh my god.
Fucking shots fired.
I don't condone any of this.
Yes, you did.
Who's
You told me to say this stuff.
I'm just an innocent bystander. That's black smears. God damn you. Fucking
Doo-doo.
Shelby, wait, I'm late. That's news. Sometimes you gotta
News
wait.
at 11.
Sometimes like the wait for quality
20.
masterpieces is worth it.
So then what's Shelby's excuse?
Jesus Christ, Jason.
Wait 10 years for it.
Damn.
It's worth it.
I'm so glad I have cancer.
Jesus Christ!
Dan.
That is brutal.
Whew.
How much time left?
This shit
Well,
is
you
fucked.
might actually see your book come out before
Yeah.
you bite the big one.
Nah.
Just prop it up nice on my tombstone.
You knew what this was.
That's if it's back from the printers. Don't worry.
Acrylic marker? The fuck, man.
Hey Dan,
We are optimistic here. Very.
I was working on my office, getting it organized today, and I came across some more Alex Toth stuff.
You know what's hilarious?
Huh?
I was doing the same thing, and the same thing happened to me.
Well, check this out. So I got a giant-sized House of Mystery.
Oh, damn, that's cool.
With a full Alex Toth.
Oh, that's awesome.
Comic in it.
It's like an artist edition almost.
Yeah, dude, full-size pages.
That's rad, and it's on newsprint too. That's really cool.
A magazine on newsprint. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see them all that often anymore. I mean, they
Last
kind
time I
of
was on
stopped
here-
doing that a long time ago.
We were doing stuff. I found this one that I forgot I had.
Oh, dang, that is a nice one.
It's a big, thick.
I was about to say that's a chunky boy.
It's a lot of the romance comics and some space stuff.
It gets me all tingly.
Wow.
Yeah, that looks so
Yeah.
good.
It's pretty cool.
That's
Definitely
cool
worth
looking,
a
bud.
look if anybody's looking for a good Alex Toth.
So you were organizing, Dan?
Yeah, because they. This is gonna sound terrible, but my dad has to have a fire inspector come out, and there's a bunch of shit. And by shit, I mean cast off paper and stuff that is in the corner next to like sockets and stuff.
Oop.
And then there's a plug in the wall with about 50 plugs into it for all my computer stuff.
Whoa.
So it's a little bit of a fire hazard.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like a lot of bit of a fire hazard.
Yeah, I had to hide the sun as well because,
Hide the sun.
I'm pretty sure the sun is not allowed in here.
Hide
No,
the sun.
no, the sun is not allowed here. Oh,
I have no idea what's going on.
The sun is like a shop lamp that is like 1,000
He's got
degrees.
What's
he's got
Wow.
a heater.
that's his space heater. Is his shop lamp?
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
it's like basically an argon laser that he plugs into the wall.
And when I turn it on, it's like daylight from like this side of me.
Yeah.
So that's why I call it the sun.
Wow.
We affectionately call it Fahrenheit 454.
That sounds accurate.
It's nice though. It like keeps me nice and toasty when it's cold.
It sounds like a tanning lamp.
Pretty much. I get a small sunburn every time I use it.
Yep. That,
Hide the sun.
Billy's like, "Stop, Dan, stop."
I know. Well, we can tell when you have it on because you're like, all of a sudden you're like, my leg's burning.
In the sun, I will come.
Oh my god.
No, that page I just showed off, Dan, I was like
He's got echo on.
really apprehensive on coloring that whole like crystal cavern scene.
Really?
Just because there's so much, because I was even showing it to Jason last night. He's like, God, fucking Plagle, just drawing every
Yeah, you're a
fucking
lunatic,
crystal
dude.
facet.
I would
I was
never
just
do
like,
that.
I was like, dude, it was super intimidating because that's why it's the last scene that I'm.
I figured that one would be easy because you just do all the crystal kind of like one color or like, throw some like, and then like have his light be the light source.
Well, I mean, that's what I ended up exactly what I ended up doing. Like, rather than really thinking about all the crystal facets,
Yeah.
like thinking about
Some
just
of it
the
be in
ones that were-
shadow, because it's like far off in the
Yeah.
back. And
just the ones that were close to the light source, and then kind of just fading off the rest into kind of like a desaturated color. But no, once I finished that page, it really informed me. I was like, right now I know exactly how I'm going to light like the rest of these. Just because I mean, I've obviously for work and for other stuff rendered crystal stuff, but never like complete crystal caverns where like the whole thing is like a crystals everywhere. So I mean, like I said, it's the reason why it was the last pages to be colored, because I was a little intimidated on that one, but I was happy the way that one came out, and now I know like it'll inform me how to do the rest of them.
Don't zoom my camera, but I want to show this to Dan. Look at this original poster I just got.
Holy
recently.
shit!
Oh, sweet!
Whoa!
I'll zoom in, he'll freeze. So don't.
An original Machine Man comic shop poster. You're gonna freeze my camera.
Yeah, don't.
Damn.
Make him big.
It tried. It tried to freeze, but yeah, it didn't. It didn't.
Got that,
man.
Yeah,
that's
it's
cool.
Awesome.
That's fucking rad.
I just got that miniseries. I haven't finished reading it yet.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
Barry Windsor Smith always does a good job.
Is that who
Love
drew
his
that?
shit. Barry Windsor Smith, yeah.
Good job, Barry.
Black with
Kids going places.
Very cool.
Dan posted something today about, oh, you too can own a Barry Windsor Smith. Now I own one. And I went to the link and I was like, holy shit, I could never own a Barry Windsor Smith.
No.
Shit's real fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Unless you trade your TMNT #1.
Yeah, I'd have to sell a couple of them.
You son of a motherless
Also
goat.
got this Dreadstar poster.
Oh, that's cool.
Jim Starlin.
Nice.
Yeah, my friend who is in Louisiana owns a comic shop there, and some dude died, and he had stacks of like these posters from his comic shop from the 80s.
Wow.
Wow.
I think I got an email about him today. Then he had a crypto account.
Screaming Raven says, "Damn it, Chad! Here I am with very little room, and you have to go and pull out posters like that. Now I need to figure out space for some." LOL.
Sorry for it.
Yeah, no, Atari Force. Yeah, didn't Graham Nolan or Aaron Lepresti?
Aaron Lepresti.
Yep.
Aaron Lepresti hates Atari Force.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
he's not a big fan of video games in general.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is Garcia Lopez drew this.
Did he work on it and he ended up hating it?
I think that's the story.
He ended up drawing the last few issues of it, and
yeah,
he's a bitter old man.
Well, I mean, he'll even admit that he's a bitter old man. So there's that.
I got my Steve Nazaire prints I could show off.
What you got?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, dude. So I got this one.
Wow. Holy
love it.
shit! I remember that fucking game.
Man.
It was not a great game.
No, it was not.
I liked it. I had fun when I was a kid playing it.
Loved it.
It was culturally impactful.
That's awesome.
Mutant
The
Surfer.
surfing was just so hard. It was like all the other stages were okay, and then you get to the surfing stage, and I just did not know what the fuck to do.
Nobody knew what to do, man. Nobody fucking knew.
Hardcore Detective.
Oh, I love it.
Well, that's cool.
I always liked the Tiki Dude the most.
I got that one too. It's a back. I got the boys.
Man, I had so many of those T-shirts as a kid.
So did I. I had like 3 or 4 of them.
At the
They even had the. Did you have the BA border ones with the little guy with the his pants hanging down?
Yes. You know
What's
what
up,
else
Shelby?
Hey, Shelby. And what else was popular at that time were buckwheat T-shirts.
Oh yeah.
I'd love to start wearing buckwheat T-shirts.
This one's landscape.
What if we could? Or would that be racist?
Who cares now? I love it.
This one's my favorite.
Sacrifice. Oh, that's funny.
So there's only one that they didn't have a print of that I'd love to have, which is the Night Surfers, which is like all the famous monsters coming out of the ocean.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
With their surf gear.
Yeah, I guess I didn't even realize that that game was part of like a clothing line or a skateboarding line. Yeah, I didn't realize that.
It's town and country.
Tope did a bunch of the concept work for Johnny Quest, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, say that again.
That's cool. Okay.
Toth.
I
He
didn't
did
know
all
that.
Oh yeah. It
Quest
was,
for Johnny Quest.
but
you
it
were
was
confused because he said Toth and not Toth. So
well,
yeah,
no,
I
Doug
mispronounced the name.
Wildey was also the main guy on there. Doug Wildey and Toad.
Yeah. It's probably like the biggest impact he had on my childhood because I loved that cartoon to death.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Are we talking the original Johnny Quest or?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
the original Johnny Quest is great. Yep.
Yeah, no, all the reboots sucked.
I ended up watching the entirety of the original series with my dad while he was sick with cancer.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. I mean, we had a good time watching, Johnny Quest because that was always his favorite as a kid, and I found them all for him so we could watch them.
And I always thought that Race Bannon was the
Racist?
No, was Mr. Phelps from Mission Impossible because those were the only two guys I knew that were like into like high adventure and had like white hair in their 30s,
Right.
Jim Phelps, that's what his name is. Yeah.
What's up, Phil? He says, "Hey, folks, what's going on, man?
Philly
What's up,
Phil.
Phil? What's up, Phil?
What's going on, dude?
By way of Chicago.
Yeah.
Hello.
By way of Chicago.
Yep, we were trying to figure out where we're staying at the convention this weekend, or not this weekend, at Heroes.
Oh, nice. So you got a table and everything. You're all set.
Yes, we're just trying to decide, a whole group of us, like, what's the hotel, What's the one
Right.
everybody's hanging out in?
Now I'm jealous.
Yeah, everyone's going to
Should
Heroes.
be.
I'm gonna do a YouTube show and defame you guys about it because I'm so jealous.
Oh my god.
I mean, this is the way of the internet, so it was bound to happen.
That's what you do instead of,
Talking about whorehouses we never visited.
That's right.
That's
Maybe you should have
whorehouse in
visited
Tampa.
them.
I'll be like, I saw them at a cat cafe. They're a bunch of furries.
Yep.
Nice.
Phil says he's sleeping in my room. It depends.
Yep.
If my wife's gone, you ain't sleeping in there.
The appropriate answer.
Yeah.
Can't sleep
She
with his
can
wife,
sleep on the
Phil.
Well, yeah.
We talking about Heroes Con?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're talking about
Yeah.
Heroes.
I'm gonna try to make it up there.
You
You
should.
should, man. It's a good
You should.
time.
It's really awesome.
Me too.
Honestly, it'd be fucking crazy to see you show up over there, Hockey. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Right, Phil. I won't tell my wife the convention's going on.
It'd be like, Hockey be like, I drove over here.
So where's Heroes Con?
North Carolina.
Oh,
It's in
Charlotte.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful
That's-
downtown Charlotte.
That's 3 hours from me, so it's not far at all.
I've gone downtown on Charlotte, but that's a different thing.
Jeez.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Was it good?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Good Charlotte?
Charlotte.
Was it like a
Oh my
Baraka Bazaar?
God, I
down
hate you all.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Didn't ask, don't need it, go fuck yourself.
There, yeah.
I'm glad that you are tremendously pleased with yourself for that one.
Yep.
there? Philly's pleased as punch.
Well, I've never gotten to
Clearly.
make that joke before. I mean, because it's like it was being funny, but I was also being serious. But I've never gotten to make that joke before, so it's extra funny.
Hey, yo.
Charlotte appreciates it. Shout out to you, Charlotte.
I'm sure she's listening.
Hi, he said my name.
Yep, the
Shout out.
far-reaching influence of TOPicLESS. Yes, indeed.
He's got a tongue like a cat.
Infamous.
Hockey, I enjoy your travel log, by the way.
Oh, I'm glad.
Where's that?
Great.
Yeah.
I don't know about it.
Facebook.
It's on the Facing Books.
Oh shit! I'm never on Facebook.
I'm friends with Hockey on Facebook. I haven't read it.
I don't have
No,
Facebook.
because you refused to join it, Jason.
Oh, really?
Send me an invite.
I did send you an invite, and you
sent one to everybody, you fool.
Oh yeah, I declined.
You fool.
I declined those. Yeah.
It's on my face.
Yeah.
Face
Just
slot.
like Charlotte.
Just like Charlotte.
It's just like tons of beautiful spots that you want to go visit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Even though that one spot you said was hot, like, I don't know, man. I would just
was
go
pretty,
sit
though.
in that low tide and hope a crocodile didn't come eat me.
Yeah, it was very pretty. That's for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool spots in Australia.
Is that northern or is that southern Australia where you're at?
That was Lennox Head, so that's near Byron Bay. It's.
Oh yeah, I know where that is. No.
It's near the border of New South Wales and Queensland. It's probably the best thing I can.
Oh,
So is that southern or northern?
Northeast.
It's in the
Northeast?
middle.
Oh, it's in the middle.
Kind of. It's in the middle. Yeah.
'Cause I've seen lots of video vlogs and footage of South Australia beaches, and they're fucking amazing.
We'll be seeing those next year. So.
Okay.
So
they got good lobster down there that you just grab out of the ocean.
Nice.
And then the sharks grab you right out of the ocean.
Yeah.
I was about to say they have entirely too many great whites hanging out in that water for me to want to get anywhere fucking near it.
There's not a ton in that southern water.
Yeah, I don't care.
Everything wants to eat or kill you in Australia.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even the tiny things that can't actually eat you still want to kill you. They just physically
Hockey's
can't.
used to it.
I imagine he probably is.
Thank goodness
get
they
the
took
shot.
their guns away.
It's fine. We don't need guns. We just got the animals.
Mm-hmm.
You go, let's invade Australia. Oh no.
You can't protect yourselves from anything. Oh no, crocodile.
Oh, that was delicious.
I mean, I hate to bring up the emus again,
we have
but
a bear
the emus.
That's what keeps them from being invaded. I mean, everybody makes fun of it, but nobody actually really wants to go to war with the emus, man. Don't knock it until you've had to fight a battle against them, man.
I wore this shirt for J-Bot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, which was that one? Oh, nice.
2 seashells, 3.
Nice.
Motherfuckers keep trying to ice skate up it.
Always.
Nice.
That's
right.
Ice skate up here.
Simon Says.
What's it say in
Is that
Japanese?
Phoenix?
It says Simon Says.
Yeah, it's from Demolition Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Simon Phoenix.
Yep. Winter Death.
Yep. There's this new fad, like we call them mini tunes. I think you guys called them commercials.
Capsits?
Jingles?
What?
Demolition Man.
That's what they called commercials in Demolition Man. They called them mini tunes.
That sounds so much better.
Oh.
That's all they watched. They didn't have TV shows. They just had commercials for products.
Yeah. They start singing the
yeah, that's right. I forgot about
and
that.
songs. And the radio was just all music jingles.
Yeah, mini tunes.
This one's my favorite. And they're all.
Armored hot dogs.
I saw a making of a Jeep ad today, and it was Groundhog's Day. So they actually got all the actors back to do a Groundhog's Day for Jeep. I was going, this is kind of cool, actually.
That is cool.
To do a Groundhog's Day for Jeep? Like the company Jeep?
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh.
So he's going, oh no, I'm stuck here again. And he goes, oh, wait a second, that's new. And there's this orange Jeep there. And he goes, jumps in that, and he's driving around that every day. He's taking Paxatoni Phil with him all everywhere.
Don't drive angry.
It was, I'm just going, actually, that's kind of cool.
They had a Dunkin'
Donuts
they did for the Super Bowl. It was pretty amazing.
Well, what about the fucking Batman commercial that they did that had like better production values than most of the
everybody was
fucking
like-
DC movies that they do.
Yeah, they're like, how do you get the Joker right finally for the first time? And it's a commercial for
Just
insurance.
some dude, just some fucking guy.
Yeah, that dude literally has a face that looks like he
Yeah.
is
Even
the
without the
man who
makeup
laughs.
on. Like, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's great casting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, commercials have that ability. Like,
Anybody
to
see
pull off
what
something really cool because it's like
did any
so short and
Right.
takes much money.
did any of you guys see who the new Batman is?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, they just posted an image of him online.
April Fools.
I don't know if it's April Fools or not. It was from a couple days ago.
Ah.
Who is it?
It's like a kind of like an unknown person, kind of like the Corn Sweat guy or whatever. I mean,
That's his last
that's
name.
the name of the Superman guy. The real name of the guy.
Corn Sweat.
Yeah, Corn Sweat.
Fucking Sweat Stain.
Yeah.
His name.
Yes.
Toe Jam.
It is totally big. Look it up.
Yep.
It's
We
crazy.
absolutely live in a simulation, and it's a shitty simulation.
They're like, he's a farm boy with the name Corn Sweat. It's perfect.
Corn Sweat.
So,
Yeah.
so Robert Pattinson's not coming back in?
Who do you guys know who drew the early
I
Howard
don't
the
know.
Duck issues?
I can't remember, but hockey, real quick. They're gonna keep making those Pattinson movies
Remember.
separate.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't remember the guy's name, but he went on and did Destroyer Duck, or was that Jack Kirby?
Yes. It was. Yeah, it was the guy who did Destroyer Duck.
Right, but didn't Jack Kirby work on it with him?
Might have. Jack
Yeah, I
Kirby was
can't
probably
remember the-
disgruntled at the same time.
You think?
Yeah. So that wouldn't surprise me. Oh, I could show you my my new Sean Gordon Murphy sketch.
Oh, cool.
You got
Yeah. Because I went to WonderCon and almost died again. But I lasted long enough in sitting in line to be able to get Sean Gordon Murphy's autograph.
They weren't outside or anything, were they? In the heat? Like,
No, but I had to walk like the equivalent of like 2.5 miles from where I had to park.
Huh.
And I'm still pretty weak. That's like a lot for me. And so what I did was I got in there, got my badge, and like started walking around. And I went to booths where I saw people I knew, and I was like, "Hey man, how's it going?" They're like, "Yeah, pretty good." All right, well, I'll be back. Bye. And I did that to everybody I saw. Then finally got to Sean Gordon Murphy, found out there where his line was at. I decided, since I brought the 2 books that I could find in with me, I sat down against the wall because it was a line against the wall. It wasn't very long. It was like, I think it was like 20 people. And by the time I was done there, I was done. So then I left.
Where to go home now?
Yeah, I was like, and then I had to stop at every bus stop, which luckily in Anaheim, all the bus stops are designed by Disney, so they're like sort of comfortable.
Oh, that's a plus.
Where's the sketch?
I got to get the book out. I put the book away.
Oh.
Not that one. This one. Yeah, I meant to get this book signed too, but I couldn't find it when I stopped by, which is his Wake book, or Wave rather, which I love that book. But I got my Batman Beyond White Knight signed.
Nice.
And
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
he did a little Batman sketch in there for me.
Yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
fun.
Yeah. And he signed my my deluxe Zorro artist edition as well.
Nice. Screaming Raymond says, "Damn it, Dan, no dying on us," in all caps. He's very serious about this.
No, I'm not dying. Actually, I
Good.
could give people really good news. Everybody wants to hear good news.
Yeah, I love good news.
Yeah.
Good news, everyone.
I don't like good news.
So the good news is kind of complicated to explain, but I will do my best to make
Give
it
us
simple.
Yeah.
So when I first started going to this cancer hospital, there was always these people like kind of like in the hallway near the doctor's offices, and they kind of like are fishing to see if like you want to be part of like trials and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was like one that was like,
they
hey,
implanted a uterus.
Could you like if we cut something out of you, like, you know, like an organ or something like that, like for instance, when they cut the part of my intestine out or whatever that had cancer in it, they would be like, can we take that and like, instead of disposing it, can we take it and like use it for scientific research? And I was like, yeah, any of my shit that's not obviously going back in me, go ahead and take it.
Yeah.
Whatever we can do to help more people.
Right.
Because I mean, that's how they were able to help me, is because some people had done the same thing. So, and that's where I was at with this, is like, once I'm here, I'm part of this with everyone, sort of thing. So I was just like, you know, do what you need to do. Well, one of them was this radiology thing where they wanted to like tag with like radiation. They wanted to tag my micro cells or whatever in my body.
Mm-hmm.
And so like they can like get all kinds of like information from that, I guess, by tagging it. And one of the things they're able to do is they can run my blood and see down to like the small, like almost like subatomic level of like if there is like something in my body that could become cancer, basically. And if you have cancer, like it definitely shows it, right? Like it'll say like there's this X amount of whatever in your body that's like cancerous. And but it's great in the sense that, well, so I'll just go forward with this thing first, and then I'll say what's great about it. So they tested me back in the summertime, which is how they found out there was actually the stuff in my liver was cancer, because they could see stuff in there, but they couldn't tell if it was cancer without cutting a piece of it out and biopsying it. But with this thing, it said there's cancer in your body, and they were like, that is probably what that is. We have to treat you again. So, and sure enough, it turned out that's what it was. And so that's kind of the thing, is like it'll tell them before cancer actually is even visible, like to the doctors in my body, or I start having any sort of signs of problems. So it's kind of cool in that aspect. Like they can see it early.
So a little early warning system.
Yeah. Okay. So forward now to now, they tested me then. I had some sort of level. I don't know what it was. It was like 4.7 or something like that. They scanned me again after I had this last surgery. And I had like this first round of chemo or whatever. And the test came in like I think it was like 4 days ago. And it said, unremarkable, no sign of cancer anywhere in my body.
Oh.
That's fantastic news, dude.
Yeah, there we go.
Heck yeah, that's what we like to hear.
It looks like, cross our fingers, I could be in the green right now.
Yeah.
But I have to still do these cancer. I still have to do these chemo treatments till June, because they just want to make sure they've blanketed it pretty good. You know, like, you know, they've sprayed the Roundup on the freaking fields inside my body to kill all the poison. And then I guess I go into probably a remission thing where they'll just do scans and blood tests for 5 years to see if anything pops up again.
Nice.
But right now, it looks like I have actually made it into this like golden like 25 percentile that they said that after this surgery thing I had and this treatment, they said 25% of those people sometimes are cured. So,
wow,
that's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Great news.
So I just got
fantastic news, dude.
I'm just going to be miserable till summertime.
That's great. That's awesome.
And then hopefully I will be back to producing shit.
Oh, that'll be really good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, summertime is not that far away, dude. Like
June is really close.
I mean, just ask Will
we're
Smith.
April 1st here, so. Yep.
So there's the good news.
It's incredible.
That is awesome.
That is.
Whoa, they did the same thing with my girlfriend's eye when they took it out, says Screaming Raven. Jesus.
Yeah, every time
Definitely some good news to hear. Thank you for sharing it with us, says Screaming Raven. Absolutely. We are happy to hear that, man.
I try and share it as much information as I can when I have it, but
yeah.
That was the most positive thing I'd heard in a while.
No, that's awesome. That is
fantastic, dude.
Yeah. It's weird. Like, part of me is like not like, I don't know, like my Leah, when she saw it, she was like my in-laws and me were like sitting in the living room, and she's like, that's like amazing, great news, right? And like, we were all kind of like, the three of us were like, yeah, it's good. Like, we're just like, we're going to wait until the doctors say, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
We're not just going to take the test at its word. Cause like, it was like that before, you know, we like rang the bell and did all the fucking shit. Like, we're good. And then like, it came back. So I'm like,
right.
I am very tentative about it. I'm trying to be positive, but like at the same time, I'm not jumping on couch.
No, it's
right.
But you want to keep an open mind about the
possibility.
Well, yeah, you don't want to get your hopes up and then have it come crashing down because you didn't fully understand what was being said or the information that was being presented or whatever. Yeah, nobody needs that emotional roller coaster. That's for sure. Better to know than to just, wonder.
Shelby didn't think it was good news. He didn't congratulate you.
Anytime we go on vacation, my wife's like, "Are you excited to go on vacation?" It's like, I'll be excited when we get there. When we get there and I'm on vacation,
you're like, when it happens.
Yes. Yeah, and then I'll be excited.
Yeah.
We still gotta drive there. We still, you know what I mean? Still gotta get to the hotel. Like, when we get there, then I'll be excited.
I don't know, man. I like road trips. I like driving in the car. Especially if you get your favorite road trip buddy. I love going on road trips with Feline. We have a great time. Just looking at things, and I don't know. I like road trips. I like traveling in the car, I guess.
Stopping at gas stations, murdering people, and putting pentagrams on the wall.
Yeah,
totally. That's exactly what we do.
Yeah, real quick, hold on. I gotta make this pentagram out of piss and shit. My God, let them know we were here.
Fucking natural born killers across the U.S. That's how I like to roll my road trips. Definitely,
I'm just glad
Mickey and Mallory were my role models for sure.
Yeah, Robert Downey's going on. They have done it again.
Yep.
Mickey and Mallory.
I almost forgot that he was in that movie.
Yeah, he was the despicable news anchor guy.
Yep, the one that they ended up killing at the end.
Yeah,
because he was a shithead.
I love that movie.
I'm muted. I'm back.
Yeah, no, it's a good movie.
Shelby's here.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
It's in the square hole.
You've been here the whole time. You've just been muted.
No, I wasn't here the whole time.
I've been watching you draw. You've been here the whole time.
He was going poop.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Right there.
He's in the square hole.
J-Bot's Paul in.
I have no idea.
I don't know what that means.
You're the center.
I don't.
He's in the square hole.
I'm not even doing nothing. I don't know why I'm in the center.
Right.
Hello.
You know what I'm talking about now?
Celebrity Squares. Got it. Okay. Yeah.
I guess
we're a little bit to catch up.
Too old to hang out with the young peoples.
Too old.
I think I only ever saw Celebrity Squares in reruns.
Hollywood
Square.
Hollywood Square, whatever.
Yeah. Well, they have like newer episodes out. Triumph the Insult Comedy Dog is often on it.
They still have it.
Oh,
yeah.
No, they don't. They should bring it back.
They did.
Did they?
Sure, for a little bit.
Channel or something, I bet.
Yeah.
Should do a
I
modern
think
one.
there still is a game show channel, and they still run it on there. I'm pretty sure.
The celebrities need work, man. They're all I think starving right now.
What'd you say, Shelby?
Animators on there.
Oh, I think those are reruns. The ones with
Those ones are
Ryan?
reruns, but the ones that are out now, I don't know if they are. That my mom was watching. Because that's
Yeah, I haven't seen that thing live in 15 years.
Here, can you play this video file that I'm sharing, Luke?
No.
Tell him no.
Hang on.
You're the boss of them.
Oh, there it is.
Channel now.
This is a square.
Shit on his little
Can you
dream.
guess which spot that goes in?
The square.
That's right. It goes in the square hole.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, I think I've seen.
And how
these
about this
before.
rectangle? That one
Also the square.
that goes in there too.
Yeah.
Up next, we've got this thin rectangle.
The thin
Can you guess
rectangle.
where that goes?
The thin rectangle.
That's right. It goes in the square hole. And up next, a cylinder.
The circle.
I think that goes in
The circle.
the square hole. Now, we've also got this semicircle right here. Do you see a slot that would fit
The semicircle.
Semicircle?
The semicircle.
That's right. It's the square hole. Okay. Up next, the triangle. We know what hole that goes
The
into,
triangle.
right?
The triangle.
That's right. The square hole. And up next, we have the arch.
The arch. The arch.
You guessed it.
The arch.
It goes in the square hole.
I can't believe you made that video, Chad. That's a crazy video.
It does sound like Chad.
I couldn't help myself.
Goes in the square hole.
That's right.
I've seen that video before, but I don't. Why? Like, what? I don't understand what the context is.
It's so dark.
Dude,
It's just a woman with OCD that's freaking out over the.
her slow slip into insanity.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's so innocent at first and is so happy about the shapes going into the. You know, she feels she's like, yes, square hole, awesome.
It's like, that's right.
You know, I guess I kind of pictured it as like a teacher's frustration at a kid that's not quite getting the concept she's putting across.
Goes in the square hole. Goes in the square hole.
Yeah, Chad's trying to teach people lessons.
And you gotta learn your lessons.
You gotta know your shapes.
Gotta know your shapes, man.
Yeah. Circle, square, triangle. They're your friends.
I'm gonna kill J-Bot.
Goes in the square hole.
Stay in the lines. Lines are your friends.
Oh God!
Don't die on stream.
No, you'll get confused.
Goes in the square hole.
Remember me?
I'm so close to hitting my safe buffer on my campaign. Getting there.
Well,
that's awesome.
We'll get you completely 100% funded.
Well, my personal goal, if I could just reach that, then I will not have to worry about like dipping into my own pocket.
Don't worry, Chad. Once you come on my channel, it's at least a guarantee.
I knew it.
20K. 20K.
Easily.
Easily.
We'll get that Jason jump.
There you go. Yeah, Jason jump. We're gonna go with it. Why not?
The Jason.
You come on. You can come on.
The Jason
jump. Loose backers.
Jay,
want to play hard mode? If you want to play fucking hard mode, you come on my show and you lose backers and you have to get them back.
The J dump.
You want to play the Dark Souls of fucking crowdfunding? You come on my show.
Yeah. The square hole.
The square hole.
Square hole.
J-Bot gets a video. He goes, "See this comic of Phantom that goes in? What hole does it go in? The square hole." And he starts shouting it.
Go in the square hole, damn it.
Oh.
I'm gonna be on Bancroft's Thursday night.
Oh,
you'll be good.
He ain't gonna get you no
there
back.
you go.
Come on my show.
Hopefully,
Bancroft is always solid for some back.
push that
So that guy's in
boulder
it for
over
the super
the.
chats.
No, Bancroft will. He should.
I got really good
We'll talk backstage. Chuck.
numbers from his.
You will.
Yep.
If you stay, we will.
Oh.
I know. There's our stipulation to everything. And if you don't dip out like Shelby does every time.
I know.
He's
Shelby
too good to hang out
disappears.
backstage.
I don't
now.
even know Shelby because of that. Like he
Yeah,
won't.
dude, he's big time. He's the anchor on Black Flag. He
I
doesn't
know,
have
he's
to,
too good.
Stick around now.
He's not actually a real person. He's an AI construct.
Oh.
I'd much prefer that.
Yeah.
He's pretty amazing. He didn't have to talk to us.
No.
He was muted this entire show.
I know. Well, not when he was going poop.
He's a Russian AI bot at that, it appears.
Yeah, square.
Oh, Luke left too. Look at that. Luke's
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Luke.
Everybody's just being big time.
His mohawk needed some more egg and mousse.
He hasn't had the full mohawk on camera in a long time.
We can't hear you poop, Luke.
Good.
That's not a real
Good. Yeah, it's been a while. Been a while since I've had the full hawk up on stream.
Well,
yeah. I think it was a sing along of Doom the last time I had the mohawk up.
I know who you are.
At least for a stream, right? But all right, it is midnight, and we're going for well over 2.5 hours.
I was just gonna try and draw. What the fuck?
Of course, you all just got here. You all just picked up your pencils. We all just sat down. Yes,
We did.
probably
We did.
not been doing this for 2 hours
Shelby
and
just
40
got back.
minutes.
He was inking.
Yep.
Look at that's gonna be.
I
on
can't
J-Box
see
Hot
what's
Dog.
on it, but
Yeah. Well, hey, hold it up again.
hold that up.
No, it's too late.
Oh,
this
man.
Whatever.
Don't.
I mean,
you
let's
dare pick up Kit Kat.
we'll go ahead and do a round. Where can you be found, Shelby?
He was trying to pick up Kit Kat. I know it.
We're on Shelby.
Square hole.
Shelby,
Oh,
do you have a
God.
slime pit?
There you go. Go check out Shelby over at AmericanDiscord.com.
You can read
Yeah,
that.
I'm going to be putting up some of the. I'm going to be putting up some pages for
Black Flag?
the last blood. No. Last Blood number 1 and 2. Those are both out. So, well, 2's not out yet. 2's actually. I just finished the last page. I got robbed the last page for that.
Rob who?
Yesterday.
Nice.
Rob Liefeld, dude.
Are you
Who's
inking
that?
any Youngblood or no?
He used to
Rob
work
Blythe?
on He worked on Hawk and Dove back in 1988.
Did you say
Yeah.
Bleifeld or
That stuff was
Blofeld?
good. I love the
Yes.
Hawkenberg stuff.
Mr. Big O Slash.
Look at that.
Yeah, so that second book's done, and they just launched a. What is it? I got 4 C2E2 exclusives up for pre-order right now. I got a G.I. Joe cover featuring Snake Eyes.
Ooh!
I got a
Nice.
a brand new book called The 51st. I did a Green Day Dookie homage as I was asked to do,
Dude.
and
Nice.
I got another unreleased cover. I think they're gonna launch it at the show. It's actually the best one that I did for them.
Can we see
And
it?
no, and then some Walking Dead shit, stuff like that.
Do you sell on Whatnot or WhatsApp or whatever that is?
No, I don't do that. I let Murat and Rob do that. I'm work for hire with those dudes.
Are you working on Youngblood or no?
Yes, he said it.
I can't tell you.
DM me.
Plagal, where can you be found, sir?
City Hope Hospital.
Yeah, but not for much longer, because you're going to be at home, healthy and
Yep.
happy with your family, God damn it.
I'm gonna be in City Hope Hospital for at least the next 5 years.
Baby on your
live.
baby on your hip and wife nagging you in the background.
You're gonna plug me in down here.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, go
and then
support Plagal.
up here. See that little
Jeez.
spot right there?
Jeez.
They jacked me in for about 3 days.
Gets into the Matrix.
Go help out Plagal, go if you can on the Ko-Fi.
Yeah. Wait, I'm behind on that. I got
Have you guys-
send out some
Jerry's
sketches.
kids.
Oh, wait, hang
Did you
on,
guys see
hang on.
this yet?
Hang on. Shelby's got something he wants to show us. Look at
Yes.
this. Yep.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
It looked like a Wayshack snake to me.
Yeah, I had
It
the-
was.
I had the
I
shirt.
think I saw Wayshack at WonderCon.
Yeah,
Anyway, as I was saying, please go support Plagal over on Ko-Fi if you can. Go subscribe to Plagal over at Boobdan Art.
Yeah.
That's American Discord. This is the one I was looking for.
And when I get better, I will start sending art out. I just right now it's hit or miss.
Keep getting healthy. That's the important part. Chad, where can you be found, sir?
Oh, right down.
Got him.
At my address, which was down there. There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
ChadTownsend.com. I'm on the last few days of my campaign.
Frozo.
So if you can, go grab yourself a copy of Black
that's
Phantom.
That's a good photo.
That is a good photo, though. Yeah.
It's very gay looking.
Yeah, that's why it's a good photo.
It looks like it belongs on my bio for a book.
That's what I'm saying. It's a good bio photo. Like,
it is.
Wow.
Hey guys.
Yeah, we'll make the screenshot
Oh,
complete.
my next book goes in the square hole.
Goes in the square hole.
Thank you.
Alright.
Appreciate it.
And Hockey, where can you be found, sir?
Walkabout.
Somewhere lost in Australia.
Lost in Australia, huh?
That's it.
Okay. All right.
See you on the road.
I'm seeing people getting your book.
Yeah, I can't wait to get the book.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be going to Critical Blast, and he hasn't told me that's arrived yet. So I don't know what's going on. But anyway,
International shipping sometimes takes a while.
I sent one. Canada's. It's arrived in Canada. It's arrived in England. But yeah, I don't know what's happened to this one. This big box going to Critical Blast. So hopefully it'll turn up soon, and everyone will get their book.
Hopefully.
Rocky's got a coffee.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, he's got a Ko-Fi.
Yeah, we all got coffee.
I need to apparently
Like a
set
tip
up
jar,
a
man.
Ko-Fi.
But yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, cheers. Have a good one.
That's how we do super chats. We're actually having all the people.
Hang on, I just wanted to. There we go. Okay, and J-Bot, where can you be found?
In the
sir?
center square is J-Bod, friend.
Not anymore Shelby left.
Well, as soon as Shelby left, he wasn't in the center square anymore.
All my stuff is at mightybotstudio.com. That's all the links to all my stuff. April 10th, 9:30 on my YouTube channel. $5 art auction. Everything starting at $5. Yeah, beat boop, motherfuckers.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
big
you go.
And Monday through Friday, you can be found at the local Jeep dealership.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Selling you 4x4 vehicles.
If I could afford Jeeps.
I can afford to flip one
here.
even.
Nice.
Flip them out, squad, man. Flip them out. Flip your for real.
MightyBotStudios.com for all of J-Bot's links. All right, Mr. Rushbrook. That's badass, dude.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Where can you be
guys-
found, sir?
All right. Yeah, you can find me on X Twitter at MR Sketches, ends with a 5. And I've got a sign up page called darkmooncomic.com. I'm going to start working on that sometime in the summer. I meant to do it this year, but I had to finish my short story Phantoms first.
Whoa.
But yeah.
Phantoms, yo.
Man, I didn't know my character was in that.
This was not Chad.
All right. Mr. Billy Basco, where can you be found, sir?
You can find me at Billy Basco on all the places on Facebook, Instagram, X.com, YouTube.
In this square hole.
Or in the square hole. You can follow me to see like all the rest of that's being completed on Goblin Girl. It should actually be totally complete like any day now. And another preview here for everybody that backed the book, and for people that that didn't back the book. Pretty sure that Dan will be doing a second crowdfunder for Goblin Girl once the initial one is fulfilled. So don't worry about like if you people that might have missed it, like you'll most likely still get a chance to get this fucking epic book that Dan has drawn. And yeah, follow me for shenanigans.
Hell yeah. Well, there's Billy's X account, and he's got all of his other links on there as well.
Oh man.
Screaming Raven says, "Damn metal! I didn't know you were in a comic. There you are in a Viking rendition." Yeah,
No, looks just
yeah,
like
thanks.
him.
You caught my best side, totally.
Yeah. Well, you inspired it. So.
You need an axe.
Fuck
dude.
yeah!
Oh, he's got an axe.
I do need an
I knew
axe.
it. I knew it.
My esteemed co-host.
Do that.
Ooh, look at that.
Heck
That's
yeah.
a big bunny.
Big Bonnie, everybody
Zatanna.
go sign up for Frog G2. I'm on page 34. Ink Spots is on page 30. Yeah, so there you go. There's a page for that.
And link is in the description for Jason. And there's links in the description for a bunch of different books that everybody should check out as well. And as for me, I'll show you what I was working on this evening.
Nah.
You'll see. Slam your body down the wine is all.
I am turning my Viking print into an 11x17 print.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Looks just like you.
So I had to expand the artwork. I had to make the trees taller and move the sky and add rocks and stuff down here. But this is going to be a new print. This was a Fragtober piece that I did years ago, and one of the first original pieces of artwork that I sold in my career.
You can find it at Heroes Con this June.
Yes, actually, you will be able to find this print at Heroes Con later this year. But yeah, this was what I was working on. It's now it takes up the whole page, and I can fix the flats.
It's been upgraded since last time as well.
That's right.
Yes.
But yeah, you can find me at DeathMetalHero on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. It'll be on Jason's channel next week. But please join me on my Better Half's channel, Flying Feline's channel, for the Happy Hour Hangout, where we talk drinks and trivia, and we have a really good time.
And everything.
Pale Rider actually did the trivia this week. And I only got 5 right, but not too bad. But yeah, we always have a good time over in the Happy Hour Hangout. Please come join us, get your drinks, and get your trivia on, and learn something. But I want to thank everybody for coming to hang out. Yeah, I've got a link in the description for Mercenary Guild, which is now also live on Fund My Comic. Here's the Indiegogo, which is still in demand. But yeah. Thank you all so much for coming to hang out. Chat, you guys are amazing, and we will see you guys next time. Later.
Bye.
Laters.
And a great fucking job. Thank you very much. Get fucked up. Have a good time. Cheers.
We'll be all singing all dancing across the world.
Your music sucks.
Your music sucks, you're an asshole.
Delicious cheese.